Oh, looking. That looks much better. Only a little white strip, but that's okay. Dashu and YG first. That is the first. Dashu is going to be home. Visitor is YG. Yep, Dashu home, YG away.
Hi, I'm Dashu. I'm interested in team tournament.
I just
Hello, my name is YG. I represent
hear
Team
that,
USA, the ePremier12, and I'm the two-time USA champion. In preparation for this tournament, the ePremier12.
Is that on stream? Because we're live now. Yes. All right. Yep. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to opening round action in the HUGAN WBSC ePremier12 2024 live from the North Carolina State University Gaming and Esports Lab in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Robert Tomlinson, the voice of the ePremier12, and 7 months of competition has led us to this moment. It is the first day of competition in the ultimate international eBaseball tournament. Today is the culmination of 7 months of competitions all around the world, from New Taipei City in Tokyo to Mexico City and Udine, Italy, with 12 of the best eBaseball players competing to be crowned world champion. Today, you will see 6 of those 12 players compete in Group A of the HUGAN ePremier12 opening round, vying for 2 of 4 spots in the Super Round to be held in Tokyo on November 21st. The participants in Group A action are going to be YG, John's Copyright, Compass, Ben Zen, Dashu, and MSQA. Each of today's players qualified for this tournament by finishing well at their respective regional qualifier finals, with 2 of these players being wildcards. YG and John's Copyright qualified by finishing in the top 2 in yesterday's ePremier12 USA finals, with Compass qualifying as a wildcard by finishing in 3rd. Meanwhile, Ben Zen qualified by winning September's ePremier12 Mexico finals. MSQA qualified by winning October's ePremier12 Europe finals. And Dashu qualified as a wildcard by finishing 3rd in September's ePremier12 Chinese Taipei finals. You'll see the other 6 players compete in next month's Group B action, which will take place at the new Taipei City Esports Base in New Taipei City from November 2nd through the 3rd. That'll feature SHORA, NEGRAY, Tomokun, CMWANG, Shishi, and DOIYA, and what is sure to be a battle for the ages. However, today we will have group stage action here in Group A, where our 6 players will be divided into 2 groups of 3. Group A1 will feature YG, Dashu, and Compass, while Group A2 will feature Ben Zen, John's Copyright, and MSQA. Each player will play the other 2 players in their group, and their positioning in the groups will set the seeds for bracket play, which will occur tomorrow. Also, in synergy with the real-life Premier 12 tournament coming up later this fall, each of the players has been assigned one of the 12 teams competing in the real-life Premier 12. The countries were chosen at random except for those who qualified via a dedicated regional or national qualifier. YG will play as the United States, John's Copyright will play as Venezuela, Compass will play as Puerto Rico, Ben Zen will play as Mexico, MSQA will play as the Netherlands, and Dashu will play as Puerto Rico. So, without further ado, let's get to the first game of Group A action. As you take a look at the group stage schedule there, I was on screen for a little bit there. As the United States champion, YG will take on Dashu in the first of 6 5-inning games that you will see today here in the group stage. But first, let's hear a little bit about each of these players before we get started.
Hello, my name is YG. I represent Team USA in the Premier 12, and I'm the 2-time USA champion. In preparation for this tournament, the Premier 12, I've been just generally practicing hitting, the special settings for pitching, and a lot of online matches. My rival in this group is Compass, because I know him very well. We played each other. We're friends too, and it is always a blast playing him. Let's go, YG. Halabara, YG.
All right, here we go for our first game of a group stage play between Dashu and YG. Dashu will be the home team, and YG will be the away team here. All right, we pick it up here in the top of the first. DOIYA Saga to lead things off for YG, and there's a ball out inside from Takano. And there's a high fly ball way back in the center field and gone! Ball go far, and YG, just like that, is up 1-0. Dashu's opener strategy does not work. It is 1-0. YG on top. It was a fastball right in Saga's happy zone and a great leadoff shot for YG. And now bring up Taro Takimoto to the plate. Mileman will be the new pitcher for Dashu, who is representing Panama, or at least being assigned Panama in this tournament. Mileman, 160 kilometers per hour with E control and A stamina. a very good fastball pitcher. And it'll be Taro Takimoto, the first batter he will face. Taro Takimoto, one of the better sluggers in the game. A contact and S power. Count is 0-1. The pitch on the way from Mileman, and a big swing and a miss from YG. Count quickly 0-2. The wind and the pitch, and that ball just missed low, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way, and the fastball is grounded to second. Saburi for Dashu with the toss over the first in time for out number 1. Stopping up the shortstop, Ryuri Kirasaki, who looks at a ball down low, 1-0. B contact, B power, and A run speed for Kirasaki, who looks at strike 1 on the fastball. The 1-1 on the way, and that ball just misses inside, 2-1. 2-1 on the way from Mileman. There's a line drive to second base right at Saburi for out number 2, and that'll bring up Yutaro Hino. First pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball in the right field. Teramichi going back. He's not going to get it. It's going to go off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Yutaro Hino, and that'll be a 2-out double for YG. First pitch on the way to the left fielder, Chihiro Bito, is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1. Swinging a line drive into center field. Saga on the run. Oh, he dives and makes the play. And that'll at least save a run for Dashu. And YG held to just 1 run here in the top of the first of this 5-inning bout. It'll be Kirasaki, Takimoto, Saga due up in the bottom of the first for Dashu. It'll be Kazune Inukawa getting the start for YG in this one. Going to be another opener strategy for YG here. Inukawa, submarining right-handed pitcher, 136 kilometers per hour on the top speed. A control and B stamina, pretty good marks right there. It'll be Ryuri Kirasaki leading things off. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. We're only really going to see Inukawa for just this one batter before YG will more than likely go to Mileman. And there's a 4-pitch walk from Inukawa, and her day is going to be done. Taro Takimoto will be the next batter as YG will go to the bullpen and bring out Mileman. So it's another opener strategy as the starting pitcher has to face at least one batter before a pitching change can be made. So usually you see an intentional walk or a walk like that if they really want to get to Mileman for that tyrant ability, which both intimidates the batters and lowers their stats, while, and there's a fly ball in the center field. Saga makes the play for out number 1. They'll bring up Saga for Dashu with Kirasaki on first and 1 out. Runner goes, and that one's chopped foul. We'll see if Kirasaki goes again on this pitch. YG with a pickoff attempt, nothing there. 0-1, runner goes. Here's a throw down, and Kirasaki is safe. Kirasaki with a stolen base, and now put a runner into scoring position for Dashu. First pitch on the way to Iwao. Saga is in there for strike 2. The 1-2 on the way. Splitter line to first. Oh, that one just going foul. The 1-2 grounded right back to the mound. Milan picks it up, throws to first in time. 2 gone. They'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH. First pitch on the way, just misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0, swinging a line drive left side, and that's through for a base hit, and Dashu will tie the game at 1. So the leadoff walk comes back to bite YG, and we have a tie game here in the first. So that'll bring up Chihiro Bito for Dashu. Dashu, the third place player from the Chinese Taipei final, lost to Shishi 2-0 back in the semifinals of that tournament. One of the oldest players in Group A, as there's a pickoff attempt. Oh, they got him in a pickle. Hino going back to first, goes to second. He is trying to escape this with all his might, but he is going to get tagged out, and that will end the inning. So we are through 1. We are tied at 1. It'll be Komasaka leading things off here in the second with a ground ball to second. Sabri with the backhand misses the throw, but he recovers in time to step on the bag for out number 1. A bit of a crazy play right there, but a good recovery by the first baseman. It'll be Hoshimitsu Hoshizora. Now with one out, base is empty. The 0-1 on the way, and that one inside for ball one. The 1-1 on the way from Mileman goes with the splitter, and it's low for ball two. Mileman with some pretty good motivation, giving him a little extra oomph on those breaking balls, and there's a ground ball to short. Hirasaki with the throw to first in time for out number two. So I'll bring up Noboru Teramichi, the right fielder for YG. First pitch on the way, and that one misses low with the fastball, 1-0. The 1-0 on the way goes to the fastball again, and that one finds the outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. Ooh, YG was not ready for that low fastball there. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Ooh, chop foul on a pitch hard near down the middle. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to second. Saburi has it, throws to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Dashu to end the top of the second. We go bottom two, still tied at 1 between these two fantastic competitors. It'll be Chihiro Bito leading things off for Panama. She was the batter on the pickoff attempt. Gets a brand new at bat right here and looks at ball one inside. Like we said, Dashu lost to Shishi 2-0 in the semifinals of that Chinese Taipei finals. Dashu has played Power Pros since 2010 and was actually ranked first in a countrywide Power Pros league back in 2010. Considers himself to be a power hitter. Haven't seen a whole lot of power hitting yet from him. 3-2 on the way. There's a line drive up the middle. Hirasaki can't get the dive, and that one's through for a base hit. Leadoff base runner once again for Dashu. We'll see what he does on the base paths. First pitch is just on the outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 just a bit inside for ball one. Back to Kari out of the way there a little bit. Meanwhile, a big swing and a miss on the splitter right there. Pickoff attempt to first, and Bito back in. The 1-2. Goes with the high fastball there, and the count evens up 2-2. The pitch. Just a bit low for ball three. Count is full, and the payoff pitch got him looking. Strike three. One gone here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Teramichi misses inside, and that one also misses inside. Back to Teramichi out there a little bit. 2-0 pitch, swinging a line drive up the middle, and that one's down for a base hit. So that'll put runners on first and second with one out for Motsuhide Saburi. First pitch on the way goes with the big swing, but that's ball one. Strike one there on the fastball. The 1-1 from Mileman goes with the splitter, and that one in the dirt, 2-1. The 2-1 on the way, just missing low. Count goes 3-1. The wind, the pitch, swinging the line drive to first, caught by Takimoto, and he beats the runner to the bag for the double play. Oh, that's a huge double play, turned by YG. No, he was safe. He was safe. Oh, man. He did not get the double play. Oh, my goodness. That was a close play nonetheless. Meanwhile, Ome in a 2-1 count. There's the ground ball up the middle. Can't get it. It's a base hit. Rounding third is Bito. The throw home. Not in time. And Dashu takes a 2-1 lead. So now the missed double play by just inches costs YG a run. And Dashu takes a 2-1 lead. And that'll bring up Reiri Kirasaki. Runners now on first and second, still with 2 outs. Ome on first, Teramichi on second. First pitch, high fastball, but finds the zone, 0-1. The 0-1 splitter low for ball one. The 1-1 on the way, misses inside, 2-1. Another fastball, finds the strike zone, 2-2. The wind and the pitch, swinging a ground ball, fair ball, down the first base line. That's going to score 1. Maybe 2. No, the runner will stop at third. It's an RBI double for Dashu, and it is 3-1. The score, Reiri Kirasaki coming through in the clutch with a base hit right down the line. No first baseman really there to play the ball down the line. If Takimoto was playing a little more toward the line, might have been able to get that one. But either way, it is 3-1. Speaking of Taro Takimoto, he will step up to the plate here, as it looks like YG is going to take a little bit of a timeout to do an intentional walk here of Takimoto. So that's going to load the bases with 2 outs as Iwayo Saga steps up to the plate. Iwayo Saga getting ready to go here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a critical moment here for both players. Dashu could break the game wide open with 1 swing of the bat here. Meanwhile, the count is 2-0. Pitch on the way, swinging a line drive, left center field. That's going to be trouble. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. 2-run single for Iwayo Saga, and Dashu takes a 5-1 lead. Dashu says he considers himself to be a power hitter, but the contact hitting is what is helping him out here right now. A 4-run inning to make it 5-1 as Yutaro Hino steps up to the plate. First pitch on the way, finds his own 0-1. 0-1 on the way, misses outside, 1-1. 1-1 to Hino, big swing and a miss, 1-2. 1-2 on the way, goes with a high fastball again. Count evens up 2-2. The pitch, all 3 way low and in. The 3-2 on the way, runner goes, and that's ball 4. Bases loaded once again with 2 outs. And if Dashu can clear the bases here, that'll be game over on mercy rule, but there's a fly ball on the right. Teramichi makes the play, but a 4-run inning from Dashu gives him a 5-1 lead as we go to the top of the 3rd. YG gonna have a lot of work to do if he wants to move on, if he wants to avoid an 0-1 start in the group. First pitch on the way to Tamio Ome, and it's a strike at 156. The wind and the delivery, swinging a line drive to second base. Saburi is there for out number 1. I'll bring up Iwayo Saga, has the lone run for YG in this one with a solo homer to lead off the ball game. 1-0, swinging a line drive right to Kirasaki for out number 2. 2 outs now. They'll bring up Taro Takimoto, who looks at a ball inside. 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way, popped up. Into shallow center field. Saburi tracking it, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 for YG as Dashu will take some more swings in the bottom of the 3rd. Ikari, Teramichi, and Saburi do up. So it's going to be Susumu Ikari leading things off in the bottom of the 3rd for Dashu. Meanwhile, Mileman is absolutely gassed right now. Count goes 0-1. The 0-1 on the way, a late release, and that pitch misses outside, 1-1. Count now goes 1-2 on Ikari, the wind and the pitch, bit inside for ball 2. With Mileman's stamina as low as it is, might be a little bit harder to get those perfect pitches, but he gets one right there for strike 3. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd for Teramichi. Swinging a line drive on the first pitch, and that one's into center field for a base hit. Runner on first with 1 out, and that'll bring up Saburi. First pitch on the way, finds his own 0-1. Mileman panting, then delivers, swinging a line drive right to Komasaka at second for out number 2. That'll bring up Tamio Ome, the 3rd baseman. First pitch on the way from Mileman, gets a perfect pitch on that outside corner, 0-1. 0-1, missing just a bit inside, 1-1. 1-1, swinging a line drive up the middle. Kirasaki picks it up, tosses to second for the force, and a nice rebound inning for YG on defense. 5-1 the score as we go to the top of the 4th. Kirasaki, Hino, and Bito do up, and it will be Kirasaki to lead things off. Kirasaki, the shortstop, 0 for 1 with a fly ball to second base, her first time up. First pitch misses inside. The 1-0 on the way, and he finds the strike zone, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way, and that one inside for ball 2. 2-1 on the way, swinging a line drive up the middle, and that one, oh, what a dive by Kirasaki! 1 gone here in the inning. Oh, that thing was destined for center field, and she caught it. So that'll bring up Yutaro Hino, had a double his first time up. First pitch missing high, 1-0. A 1-0 on the way, swinging a line drive up the middle. Kirasaki not going to get that one. That one's up the middle for a base hit. Will now bring up Chihiro Bito. Shows bunt. Runner goes. Throw down. Not in time. Hino with a stolen base. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball in the center field, but not deep enough. Saga makes the play. Runner will stay at second. Saga does have a good arm in center field, so a wise play by YG. So I'll bring up Shun Komasaka, the second baseman. First pitch on the way, swinging a line drive into center field. A little too much of a line drive, but Saga right there to retire the side. YG leaves the runner stranded on second to end the inning, and Dashu keeps a 5-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Hirosaki, Takimoto, and Saga due up. Dashu looking to get some more runs on the board. So it's going to be Ryuri Kurosaki leading off here in the bottom of the fourth for Dashu. Meanwhile, talk a little bit about YG. He is the two-time defending United States champion, like you heard in his intro video. He finished in second place in his group in round-robin play yesterday in the USA Finals, and then won the USA Championship 7-3 over John's Copyright, who you will see in our next game. 2-1 on the way to Kurosaki, in there for a strike, 2-2. The wind and the pitch from Mileman, swinging the ground ball right side. Takimoto has it, tosses to Mileman in time for out number one. So I'll bring up Taro Takimoto. First pitch on the way, and that one misses inside, ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball deep into right center field. Teramichi going back to the track to make the play. Two gone here in the inning. So that'll bring up Iwayo Saga, the center fielder. 1 for 2 on the day, 2-run single. First time up, first pitch misses outside, ball one. So with Mileman's stamina as low as it is, it'll be a little harder to time that two-tap pitching style that a lot of players like to use. So that's why you might see some of those early releases on the bottom of the screen, or a late release like you just saw here for ball 3. 3-1 on the way from Mileman, swinging a line drive into center field. Saga coming in, he won't get it. That's going to be a base hit. 2 for 3 day. And that'll bring up Yutaro Hino. 2 for 3 day for Iwayo Saga. First pitch on the way, in there for strike one. 0-1 on the way, misses high for ball one. The 1-1 on the way, misses inside, 2-1. Wind and the pitch, just a bit high, but finds the zone. 2-2, the pitch, chop foul. 2-2 on the way, swinging a high fly ball in the center field. Saga going back, makes the grab to retire the side. One last chance for YG here in this first game of pool play. 5-1 the score as we go to the top of the fifth. It'll be Hoshimitsu Hoshizora leading things off here in the top of the fifth. Last chance here for YG as there's a ground ball to third on the first pitch. Throw to first in time, one gone. I'll bring up the right fielder, Noboru Teramichi. Huge opportunity here to get some base runners for YG. First pitch on the way, in there for strike one. The wind and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2 on the way. Goes with the splitter, and it's grounded to short. Hirosaki with the throw in time for out number two. Last potential chance here for YG as Tamio Ome will step up to the plate, but he's going to be pulled for a pinch hitter. It is going to be Yokan Ukami, the shortstop / outfielder, stepping up to the plate. First pitch on the way from Dashu's Mileman is outside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, misses inside for ball two. 2-0 on the way, swinging the line drive into center field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. And we're going to see a pinch runner more than likely coming for YG as Iwayo Saga steps up to the plate. Saga 1 for 2 with the home run, the lone run of the day for YG. Nekogami will be the pinch runner. First pitch on the way from Mileman, outside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, just misses inside and low. 2-0 pitch goes with the splitter. Ground ball, right side. Summary kick, get it. It's a base hit. So 2 on, 2 out for Taro Takimoto. And honestly, you'd rather have one more runner on base for Takimoto in this situation, given his power presence. But a huge opportunity for YG to start clawing back some runs. First pitch, popped up into center field and deep. Saga going back, makes the grab, and Dashu with a statement victory here in Game 1, 5-1, the final score. A big win for Dashu to get things started here in Group A1. YG goes to 0-1 in group play. Dashu goes to 1-0, and a great start for Dashu on the day. And we will grab him in for an interview here in just a little bit. What a game to get things started. A big 4-run inning for Dashu to get things going here in group play, and a key win for him in group play, as he will be facing Compass in the next game that you will see in Group A1 play. Let's go ahead and get Dashu in for an interview real quick. Talk about his big victory here in game number 1. Alrighty. Welcome in, welcome in. Nice to see you here. So, a big win for you, a bit of a statement win in game number 1. How's it feel getting that first win out of the way?
感觉算是压力有释放了。
Yeah.
开始是蛮紧张。
Pressure because he was pretty nervous at the beginning, but as the game went on, he kind of got to let off the pressure.
Yeah, definitely. So talk me through that. Talk me through that second inning there, that big 4-run inning. What were you seeing from Mileman that got you those runs?
那在第2局的时候，当你拿到4分的时候，你是看到了什么让你可以得到这些4分？
OK， 应该从昨天的比赛，我大概知道 YG 选手配球上用球数是，那个时候有冷静下来，选到几个坏球，造成他后面配球就差距的机会。
So after watching a game from YG yesterday, he kind of got a feel of how he pitches, and so during that round, he was able to calm down and kind of get a couple of those bad balls out of the way and get a couple of those walk-ins.
Awesome stuff. Well, big game for you coming up against Compass to finish off the group. Do you feel like you have a good shot here in the group stage here today?
你觉得你今天在这里的赢得机会如何？
随时都有信心，我会努力，谢谢。
He's confident anytime, and he'll do his best.
All right, good stuff. Congratulations on your victory. All right, so a big win there for Dashu here in game number 1. And very quickly, we are going to go to our second game between Ben Zen and John's Copyright. But let's learn a little bit about our two competitors before this game gets started. Okay. So Ben Zen, he is the Mexico champion. He won the Mexico championship in a 2-0 sweep of El Snake back in December. He started playing Power Pros because of the Olympic tournament that occurred back in last year. And he said he never imagined there would be a Mexico qualifier for the ePremier12. And he is here and he will be playing as Mexico here today. Meanwhile, John's Copyright, he was the USA runner-up in yesterday's USA Finals, lost to YG 7-3 in that final game, but he went 2-0 in Group A play yesterday in the USA Finals, defeating Slimefall to get to the finals, finished in first place in the USA eBaseball Cup in September. So both players getting ready to go. Ben Zen will be playing as Mexico. John's Copyright, as the USA runner-up, will be playing as Venezuela in this particular game. John's Copyright coming in with a 58.66 PR rating, a 62% win percentage. Meanwhile, Ben Zen comes in with a 58.86 PR rating in the game, an S rank, and 62.6% win percentage. So this on paper looks to be a fairly even match here. But we will see how both players will play this one out here today. And once again, for those of you who are not familiar with the rule set here, we are playing 5-inning games here in the ePremier12 Group A. 7-run mercy rule as well. Players can ban one player from each team, from their opponent's team for each game. So, as you just saw, Mileman got banned from Ben Zen's roster. Meanwhile, from John's roster, one of those pitchers, I believe Myojin, might have gotten banned. So it adds a little bit of wrinkle to a player's strategy going into any particular match. This is going to be a fairly fun matchup here between the Mexico champion and the runner-up of the USA Finals. It'll be Unkai on the mound for John's Copyright, who will be the home team. Ben Zen will be the road team in this one. So Unkai getting the start. Mileman being banned from John's Copyright's roster. And we talked with John. He has a little bit of a different roster from what he used yesterday in the USA Finals. He told me he wanted to go for a more defensive lineup. And you'll see he's got Murasame, one of the best defensive outfielders in the game, in center field. So we'll see how that plays out for John's Copyright in this one as we are getting set to go for our second game of group play, our first in Group A2 between Ben Zen and John's Copyright. There's the starting pitcher for John's Copyright. It will be Unkai on the mound, Kirasaki to lead things off for Ben Zen. So Kazuya Unkai, if you did not see him yesterday in the USA Finals, comes in with a 155 km/h fastball, D control and B stamina, a few breaking balls as well, a slider, a shudo, and a fork ball as well. And it will be Rieri Kirasaki getting things started, the shortstop for Ben Zen. Going with the opposite field hit there. Hit defense there as Kirasaki looks at strike one. The 0-1 on the way is inside for ball one. The 1-1 on the way, swinging a ground ball. Oh! Line drive caught by Unkai for out number one. Oh! Some great reflexes there from Unkai to get the first out of the game. The first pitch on the way to the DH, Utaro Hino, a bit high for ball one. 1-0 goes at the splitter, and that one is into left field. Takino has no shot at it. It'll go foul. The 1-1 on the wave to Hino, and there's a high fly ball in left center field. Murasame going back, and it's off the wall. As he's frozen in the wall, you rarely see that. It was a bit of a weird fly ball as it just landed on the bottom of the wall. Murasame just couldn't quite get it. Now bring up Taro Takimoto to the plate. So a 1-out double for Hino. And the first pitch on the way to Takimoto in there for strike one. The 0-1 on the way. Ooh, in there for strike two. 0-2 on the way. Misses that inside corner. 1-2. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Kirasaki has it. Goes to home. Oh no! A misinput from John's Copyright on defense. Oh, that is a rare mistake from the USA runner-up. Everybody is safe, and it's first and third with 1 out. Can Ben Zen capitalize on the mistake here? The first pitch on the way. Swinging the ground ball to second. Could be two. They tag the runner for the first out, and they go to first for the double play. And John's Copyright will have to exhale after that one. It almost turned into a disaster. But either way, we are scoreless after the top of the first inning, and we go bottom one. John's Copyright will take his first cracks at bat against this guy right here, Akira Miyoujin. You saw him a little bit in our last game. That big fastball that could get up to 163 kilometers per hour. B control and S stamina. The only breaking pitch to know of is a changeup that is rarely used by a lot of the elite players in this game, but can be used to kind of change up the timing of the opposing batters. 1-0 pitch on the way to the left fielder, Kota Takano, and there's a high fly ball into right center field. Black going back and makes the grab for out number one. That'll bring up Shuei Bu, the first baseman, S contact, S power, with that slugger ability that can really help him hit home runs. Does have the low hit ability as well. Oh, and a big swing and a miss from John's Copyright right there. The 1-1 on the way. Misses inside. Boo had to dance out of the way of that one. 2-1 on the way from Miyoujin. There's a ground ball to short. Kirasaki with the throw over. And that one's in time for out number two. They'll bring up Taku Kishida, the third baseman for John's Copyright. Bases are empty with 2 outs. The first pitch on the way from Miyoujin is a high fly ball into center field. Black going back, might have a play on it, and he will for the final out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Benzen on the pitching side. And we go to the top of the second. No score. Jun Komasaka to lead things off here in the top of the second for Benzen. Goes with the opposite field hit defense here and looks at ball one down low. The 1-0 on the way, missing outside with the fastball. 2-0 pitch on the way. Litter this time misses low, and it's quickly 3-0. Needs to throw a strike here, and he does. 3-1, the count, the pitch, swinging a line drive up the middle, and it gets through just past the diving Kirasaki for a base hit. So that will bring up Noboru Teramichi, the right fielder for Benzen. The first pitch on the way, swinging a line drive up the middle, and Saru can't get it, and it gets through Murasame! It's gonna be extra bases, maybe a run! Here comes Komasaka, he will score! And Benzen takes a 1-0 lead on the single E8! John cannot believe what he just saw! Murasame with a rare error in center field. That is not what you want to see if you are John's Copyright right now. So, runner on second, nobody out, and there's a line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Murasame picks it up cleanly, and that will hold the runner at third. And still, nobody out in the inning. I'll bring up Black. First pitch on the way, runners on first and third, ground ball, and it's to short. Oh no! Who has the ball? Nobody does, and it's 2-0. Just some miscommunication on defense. I don't think John was expecting to control the shortstop right there. And that will lead to a second run for Benzen. And that'll make it 2-0. Hijiri Rokudo at the plate now. First and second, nobody out. Drops down the bunt. Unkai with the toss to first in time. One gone. And some very, very early game jitters for John's Copyright, it appears. I'll bring up Ryiri Kirasaki back to the top of the order, 0 for 1 today. First pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball to second. Should get a run in. Saru with the throw over in time. And it is 3-0 Benzen. So that'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH, runner on third with 2 outs. Hino with that clutch A and the sprayer ability, increasing that PCI zone. There's a high fly ball in the center field, but Murasame with that great range is there to make the play for maybe the first time in this game to retire the side. 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second, and John's Copyright has a lot of work to do to climb out of this hole. Yutaro Hino to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Benzen on top. The wind and the first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 on the way. Just a bit inside. Ball one. The wind. The pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field. Black going back, but he is there to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down here in the second. I'll bring up Hideo Gundo, playing right field for John's Copyright. Hyojin winds, delivers. Swinging a fly ball into center field, but Black is going to be there for out number 2. So a fly out on the first pitch of the at-bat, and that'll bring up Ryuri Kurosaki, the starting shortstop. John's Copyright down by 3, looks at ball 1 up high. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball in the left field. Hoshizora going back. He will not get it on the jump. It'll be extra bases. Ryuri Kurosaki with a 2-out double, and a big double at that. So that will bring up the second baseman, Saru. B contact, B power, B run speed. Some pretty good defense as well. First pitch misses low for ball 1. 1-0 on the way, and there's a ground ball to second. Komasaka with the toss over to first in time, and that will retire the side. So we are through 2 here in the first game of Group A2 play. Benzen up 3-0 on John's Copyright. As you see a little toss of the ball near the dugout there. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moves to do at the end of an inning. We go to the top of the third. It is 3-0 as we go to Taro Takimoto to lead things off. Takimoto on the day had a fielder's choice to shortstop, and the first pitch misses inside, 1-0. So has not had an official at-bat yet. And that 1-0 is in the center field for a base hit on the line drive. So a leadoff single from Takimoto now bring up Hoshimitsu Hoshizora. Starting catcher for Benzen. Takimoto, not a great runner on first base. It looks like John is going to put on the pull hit defense here. First pitch on the way is grounded to second. Could be 2. Tags the runner for 1. The relay in time for the double play. Easy tag play there for John. Maybe a little bit more difficult than it may seem, but still gets the double play. They'll bring up Shun Komasaka, the second baseman. First pitch on the way, line drive to first, right at Boo, and the side is retired. So a shutdown inning for John's Copyright. We go to the bottom of the third. Murasame, Doken, and Takino due up. So it's going to be Murasame at the plate, and while he has great defense and run speed, his hitting tool is not the greatest. F contact, D power, as he looks at ball 1. So not one of the greatest hitters in the world as he looks at strike 1. The 1-1 on the way, swung on and chopped foul behind the plate. Count quickly, 1-2. The pitch on the way, swinging the ground ball to first. Takimoto will take it. And he missed the bag at first, but recovers to touch the bag for out number 1. Some very interesting defensive plays so far in this ball game. And there's a high fly ball on the first pitch into center field. Black is there to make the play for out number 2. So I'll bring up Kota Takino. Bases are empty with 2 outs. The wind and the first pitch from Myojin. Swinging a high fly ball! Way back in the right center field and gone! Ball go far for Kota Takino! And John's Copyright is on the board for the first time today. 3-1 the score. A fastball that John's Copyright knew what to do with. Got the great timing on that one and some great timing, great positioning on the PCI. No doubter right there as Shuei Bu steps up to the plate. So John's Copyright starting to chisel the lead away here from Benzen. It's 3-1. The 0-1 on the way. Ooh, just misses that high inside corner. The 1-1 on the way misses inside, 2-1. Benzen looking to dot those edges there, and he gets a ground ball to Myojin. Throw to first is in time to retire the side, but John's Copyright gets a run on the home run by that guy right there, Kota Takano. 3-1 the score as we go to the top of the fourth. And it'll be Noboru Teramichi to lead things off for Benzen here in the fourth. First pitch on the way from Unkai goes to the splitter, and a big swing and a miss there. 0-1 goes to the slider, and that's a line drive into right center field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Teramichi, and that'll bring it up to the third baseman, Tamio Ome. Teramichi, a C run speed at first, looks at the shoot ball for 1-0. 1-0 on the way, goes to the shoot ball again. Line drive to second, right at Saru for out number 1. They'll bring up Black, the center fielder. Still a runner on first, this time with 1 out. And they're going to go with the pull hit defense once again here. No, going with the opposite field hit defense. First pitch on the way, slider, line drive up the middle and through for a base hit. Runner safe at second, and now we got first and second with 1 out. Now bring up the catcher, Hijiri Rokudo. And looks like they will bring in a pinch hitter here for Rokudo. Looks like they might bring in Ukami, and that is exactly what Benzen's going to do. So Rokudo's day is done, and it will be Ukami at the plate. Runners on first and second, and looks at ball 1 down low. The 1-0 on the way. Ooh, the PCI was right there, and he let it go by. Strike 1. Oh, my. The 1-1 on the way. Yeah, and John absolutely knew that the ball was on that PCI. There's a high fly ball into center field. Murasame is there. We'll see if they tag up. And they're going to try to tag for second. And Black is out. Oh, what a throw from Murasame. Cannon arm plus the arm strength. Gets him at second to retire the side and end the threat. And a huge play there by John's Copyright to end the inning. And that is exactly what he was trying to do with doing that defensive setup with Murasame in center field. So we go bottom 4, Taku Kishida at the plate, 3-1 the score. John's Copyright trying to erase a 2-run deficit here in the inning. And he looks at ball 1 up high. Still a couple more chances for him to do so. And there's a ball down low 2-0. Meanwhile, Benzen trying to keep him off the board here. Looks at ball 3. And now Benzen needs to throw a strike here. And that's exactly what he does. 3-1. The count, the pitch. In there for strike 2 on the lower edge. Full count pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to second. Komasaka has it. Throws to first in time for out number 1. And now bring up Yutaro Hino to the plate. The DH for John's Copyright. First pitch on the way from Myojin. There's a high fly ball way back in the left center field. And gone! Ball go far for Yutaro Hino. 3-2 the score, and John back within 1. And that is the sprayer ability at work right there. Usually, without the sprayer ability, that might have been a high fly ball off the wall, but this one goes over the fence. And so here comes Hideo Gundo, and now one swing of the bat could tie this game here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch on the way from Myojin. Big swing and a miss at a fastball in the dirt. Oh, John is looking for that home run right here. Then he looks at ball 1 down low. The 1-1 on the way in there for strike 2 on the lower edge. The 1-2 goes with the contact swing. That one's popped up. Hoshizora back. Makes the over-the-shoulder grab against the wall. A great defensive play by Hoshizora. And that will bring up Ryuri Kirasaki with 2 outs. So here we go. Kirasaki at the plate. Looks at ball 1 down low and in. The 1-0 on the way. Slugger defense in place for Ben Zen. A big swing and a miss there for strike one. 0-1 on the way. In there for strike two. The 1-2 on the way. Goes with the changeup. But is low and in the dirt. 2-2. The wind. The pitch. Swinging a line drive to second base. Komasaka plays it on a hop. Throws to first in time. And that will retire the side. But John's Copyright gets another run back. It is 3-2 as we go to the top of the fifth. It will be Ryeri Kurosaki to lead things off for Ben Zen, trying to get an insurance run as we go to the bottom of the fifth later on. 0 for 2 with an RBI is Kurosaki. First pitch misses low for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a fly ball, second base. Saru makes the play, one gone. So I'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH. Getting ready to go here for Hino. He is 1 for 2 on the day. A double to left field his first time up. First pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball into center field. Murasame coming in a little bit, makes the grab, 2 gone. So I'll bring up Taro Takimoto, the first baseman. Ben Zen still looking for that ever-crucial insurance run. Otherwise, it is a one-run game going to the final half inning. First pitch on the way, just missed outside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball, way back into center field, and there's that insurance run for Ben Zen. Ball go far for Taro Takimoto. 4-2, Ben Zen back up by 2. It was a low fastball, and Ben Zen was sitting on the bottom edge of that strike zone. He knew he was going to have to pitch there eventually, and he absolutely clobbered that fastball from John's Copyright. My, oh my. So here we go. Hoshimitsu Hoshizora trying to add on to this lead for Ben Zen against John's Copyright. 0 for 2, a couple of ground into a double play, but there's a little floater into center field, and that one's down for a base hit. 2-out single for Hoshizora, and now bring up Shun Komasaka. Hoshizora, a good base runner on the base paths, and he looks at ball one down low. The 1-0. Swinging the ground ball up the middle. Saru has it on the backhand. Throws to first in time to retire the side, but a huge run on the Taro Takimoto home run. It is 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the fifth, and it's going to be Saru to lead things off. A big, big opportunity for Saru as we get started here in the inning. Ground ball right back to Myojin. A good stab with the glove right there for out number one. That will bring up Murasame, the center field. And is John's Copyright going to want to do a pinch hitter here? No, he's not. He's going to let him bat here. And he swings and misses 0-1. 0-1 on the way. Looks at strike two on the inside corner. The 0-2 on the way. Swinging the ground ball to second. Komasaka to first in time, 2 gone. And one last chance for John's Copyright. Reiji Doken coming up to the plate. First pitch on the way. Just misses for ball one. The 1-0 on the way. Popped up into right field. Teramichi is there to make the grab. A little souvenir for the crowd. And Ben Zen gets the win 4-2. And gets his first win of Group A2. 4-2, the final score. A big victory for Ben Zen to get things started, and it's 2 of our international players getting the first 2 wins here in the group stage here at the Group A of the ePremier12. That big free run inning kind of highlighted by those defensive miscues from John's Copyright, some rare defensive miscues from John's Copyright, kind of leading to those runs, but runs are runs nonetheless. Let's go ahead and get Ben Zen in here for a quick interview. Talk about that win and talk about going 1-0 in Group A2 play. Meanwhile, John's Copyright going to 0-1. Let's go ahead and bring in Ben Zen, our winner here in this particular game. Ben, welcome in. Go ahead and get right up to the mic there. Awesome. So, big win for you here to get things started. How big is that for you here in group stage play?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, first win, first game of the day, first win. So I'm pretty excited about the next game. This gives me an advantage, you know, like getting the first win, getting the confidence of the first game being a win. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Were you surprised at kind of what went down in the top of the second with some of those defensive miscues by John?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Murasame's error in center field was not his mistake, of course, but that was rough. And then I don't know if that got into his mind or something. And I mean, you gotta take advantage of the errors of the other players.
Yeah, definitely. And you certainly did there. 3 runs in that inning, and that really proved to be the difference.
Yeah, 3 runs in that huge inning for me, and then Takimoto with a bomb to secure the win. That was really good too.
So what are you looking forward to? You got MSQA coming up as your next game, as the final game of group play. How are you feeling going into the rest of the group play today?
Okay, so getting this first win really boosted up my confidence. So I'm really excited to play against MSQA, and also I'm going for that win so that I can get the the bye game tomorrow.
All right. Well, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you so much.
Good luck the rest of the way. All right, so big win right there for Ben Zen as he gets the 4-2 win over John's Copyright. We move back into Group A1 play here in just a little bit as Dashu will take on Compass. Let's learn a little bit about our 2 competitors going into this one.
Hi, I'm Dashu. I'm in present in Team Panama in ePremier12. 好，在参加这次比赛的准备方面，我和蛇还有 CMWANG， 我们线下大概每周都约出来练习一次。那主要是因为线上和线下的环境略有不同，所以增加实体练习机会比较好。那我们在组队的策略方面也有互相交换意见。Dash 加油！
Hi, I'm John. Hi, my name is Compass, and I'm going to be representing Puerto Rico in the ePremier12 tournament. I'm so excited to compete against so many great international players and so many players that are so talented from my own region. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I'm just very honored to be able to be a part of the very first ePremier12 tournament. My biggest rival in this group has to be YG. Go Compass go! Go Compass go! Go Compass go! Ball go far!
All right, both players getting ready to go for their matchup here. And we saw Myojin getting banned for, I believe that was Compass's roster more than likely. I didn't quite catch that while the video was going. But Compass is going to be the home team. Dashu is going to be the road team for this one. Both players ready to go. It'll be Inukawa getting the start for Dashu. Compass is more than likely going to start an opener with Mileman following. So here we go. First game for Compass here in Group A1. Second and final game for Dashu here in this one. Uh-oh. Oh, and there goes the dock. There goes the dock. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's back. It is back. It is back. Here we go. No progress was lost. No Crunchyroll was activated. We're good to go. Kazune Inukawa on the mound for Dashu. For Compass, I should say, to get things going. And it will be an intentional walk to start things off. So Kirasaki on first now for Panama with nobody out, and in will come Mileman, more than likely to follow up here. And there's the substitution. There we go. So Mileman coming in to pitch for Compass. Compass was the wild card from the USA Finals, finished in 3rd place. Defeated Slimefall in the bronze medal game to make it here to Group A of the ePremier12. He went 2-0 back in Group B. In yesterday's USA Finals, lost to YG in the semifinals. First pitch on the way from Mileman to Takimoto, just a bit outside for ball one. 1-0 on the way in there for strike one. The 1-1 on the way to Dashu's Takimoto, and that one's in there for strike two. Pickoff attempt to first, Kirasaki back in safely. And a 1-2 on the way from Mileman. Another pickoff attempt, actually. The 1-2. Swinging the ground ball foul. The 1-2 on the way inside. Takimoto had to dance out of the way of that one. 2-2 on the way. Got him looking. Strike three, one gone. That's a big strikeout right there from Compass. I'll bring up Iwayo Saga to the plate. Looks at strike one. The 0-1. Runner goes. And a good pitch out. And Kirasaki might be dead meat, and she is! Oh, a huge base-running blunder there from Dashu. 1-1, that one's chopped foul by Saga. So the leadoff intentional walk erased on the base paths. That one misses inside, 2-2. The wind and the pitch just a bit low, and the count goes full. It is 3-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing the ground ball right side. Good stop by Komasaka over the first in time to retire the side. We go bottom of the first. Compass will take his first hacks at bat against Dashu's Kazune Inukawa. More than likely we will see an intentional walk unless Dashu wants to press his luck a little bit here. Maybe do a few pitches. We'll see. But we saw earlier today and yesterday what can happen if you leave that opener in for a little bit too long. Inukawa on the mound, and Dashu is going to pitch to Kirasaki here. Goes with the hard shudo inside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball way back into center field and gone. And just like Dashu's last game against YG, he gives up a solo shot to the leadoff batter. 1-0, Compass on top here early. A meaty fastball at the top of the zone. Kirasaki with enough power to send it out into that mesh batter's eye in center field to give him a 1-0 lead as we see the ball disappear into thin air. Taro Takimoto will step up to the plate here as Dashu is going to bring in his Mileman to get things going. And this Mileman on blue mood here, not the worst motivation you can get, not the worst mood you can get, but it's definitely not great either. But we'll see how he pitches with a blue Mileman here. E-control, A stamina, 160 kilometers per hour on the fastball. And it'll be Takimoto, the first man he'll face. Slugger's defense on. First pitch, just a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball in the right center field. Teramichi going back, should be playable near the track to make the play. I'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH. 0-1 on the way, swinging a line drive into center field. Compass has been all over these last couple of fastballs, but Chihiro Bito now at the plate with 2 outs and the base is empty. First pitch, just a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a line drive into center field. That one's going to be a base hit. So Bito gets on with 2 outs, and I'll bring up Noboru Teramichi. Bito, the runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch, ground ball, left side. Kirasaki with a nice backhand. Throw to first! Not in time! And here comes Compass for third! He is safe! And there's the base running, the boomer bust base running from Compass. A nice attempt on defense there by Kirasaki. And then the throw back just not in time. And now runners on first and third with 2 outs. Compass 1 hit away from bringing in a second run. Teramichi on first, Bito on third with 2 outs. First pitch inside for ball one. The 1-0, runner goes. Then the ball is low, and that'll be a stolen base of second. Teramichi steals second, and a ball up high for ball 3. What does Mileman do here? Gets a strike. Ooh, on the lower edge right there. That was close. 3-1, inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Susumu Ikari. Huge at bat here for Compass to try to put a couple more runs on Dashu here, who looked very strong against YG earlier today. The 1-0 on the way. Swinging a line drive, center field, base hit, 1 run will score. Here comes a second run, and he's out at the plate. A good throw to retire the side. Nice throw there by Iwayo Saga to keep it from being a 3-0 ball game. Nabbing Teramichi at the plate. But Compass will get 2 runs in the inning. 2-0 as we go to the top of the second. Now, the question is, YG also got runs in the first inning. In fact, he got 1 run in the first inning back in his game against Dashu. How does Compass pitch here to Dashu to try to keep this lead going? Because Dashu had that 4-run inning last time out against YG, and that turned the tides in this game. Count is 3-0 on Yutaro Hino. The pitch is in there for strike 1. A 3-1 on the way, and that one's a line drive into left field. That one's going to get down for a base hit, and it's going to go past Bito, and that'll be extra bases. Yutaro Hino with a line drive double. And if Bito had a little bit more speed, maybe could have held him to a single. But either way, a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Chihiro Bito. First pitch from Mileman, splitter low. The 1-0. Doing a line drive left side, and that's through for a base hit. Stopping at third is Hino, and still nobody out. Runners on the corners for Susumu Ikari. And this is what we saw with Dashu against YG, getting those strings of hits together. He may have figured out Compass's pattern. Compass is going to have to adjust if he wants to get out of here with minimal damage. There's a ground ball, left side, Kirasaki to second for 1. The relay not in time, and a run will score. It is 2-1. So Dashu gets a run back, and now bring up Noboru Teramichi. Ikari on first with 1 out. The first pitch, swinging a line drive right at Kirasaki for out number 2. So that will bring up Motsuhide Saburi to the plate. And Dashu seeming to time up a lot of these Mileman fastballs so far. First pitch on the way, low with the fastball, 1-0. Runner goes, splitter low, swung on and missed, and a stolen base for Susumu Ikari. Now that puts the tying run in scoring position, the 1-1. In there for strike 2 on that outside corner. They're going to watch for a pull hit here, and the pitch is lined up the middle for a base hit. Black does not have a great arm, and this run is going to score easily. We are tied at 2, just like that. Saburi with an RBI single, the contact hitting Maestro with a base hit to tie this ball game up at 2. And nicely done by Dashu, getting the runner into scoring position as well. That really helped him out there with that stolen base. Kamio Ome at the plate. Saburi on first with 2 outs. Looks at ball 1 down low. The 1-0 inside for ball 2. 2-0 in the count now 3-0. Compass trying to get Dashu to chase here. Finds the strike zone 3-1. The wind and the pitch. Swinging a line drive up the middle. And that one's through for a base hit. And the hit parade keeps coming for Dashu as Ryeri Kirasaki steps up to the plate. Got intentionally walked to lead off the ball game. Now with 2 outs, has runners on first and second, missing low with the ball. The 1-0 in there for strike 1. 1-1, swinging a line drive to second. Komasaka will make the grab to retire the side. But Dashu recovers from giving up a couple of runs to Compass in the bottom of the first inning and gets 2 back to tie the ball game at 2 as we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Black to lead things off for Compass here in the bottom of the second. Trying to regain the lead here. First pitch on the way, swinging a line drive right side through for a base hit. So Black, a nice pull job right there for the lefty to get that into right field. So now bring up Tomio Ome, the third baseman. Black gets back to the bag in time. First pitch is low for ball 1. 1-0 on the way, a bit low there as well for ball 2. Pickoff attempt to first, and Black is in safely. Black does have some very good speed, and there he goes. Ground ball up the middle, safe at second. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. That was a bit closer than I think Compass may have anticipated right there, as that was Black really got in there just in the nick of time. Hirosaki looks at ball 1 on the slider. 1-0, bit high. Ooh, a mistake pitch there, 2-0. 2-0 on the way, in there for strike 1. 2-1 on the way, just a bit low and away, 3-1. The wind and the pitch goes to the splitter. Ground ball left side and through for a base hit. Black will advance to third, and it's runners on the corners with 1 out for Taro Takimoto. Going with the Sluggers defense is Dashu. However, a ground ball gets him out of the inning. First pitch on the way, 1-0. The 1-0 on the way, runners go. Ground ball to second. They will not get the double play, and Compass will get the run. A great hit and run there by Compass. That is his bread and butter, and it comes through in the clutch here to make it 3-2. They'll now bring up Yutaro Hino, 2 outs. Kirasaki on second. First pitch just a bit outside, 1-0. 1-0, finds the zone high, 1-1. The 1-1 in there for strike 2. The 1-2 to Yutaro Hino. Swinging the ground ball to short, should get him out of the inning. Kirasaki to first in time to retire the side. But Compass gets the run on a well-executed hit-and-run grounder to avoid the double play. 3-2 the score as we go top 3. And it will be Taro Takimoto to lead things off for Dashu here in the top of the third, as in what has been a very competitive game so far here in Group A1 action. First pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. The wind and the pitch in there for strike 2. A bit of a high fastball right there, a dangerous high fastball. 1-1, down low for ball 1. Sluggers defense is on for Compass, and that pitch misses low, 2-2. The wind and the 2-2, swinging a high fly ball into center field. Black is under it, makes the grab, 1 gone. I'll bring up Iwayo Saga, the center fielder for Dashu. He had a great defensive play to keep a third run off the board for Compass in the first inning. Ball outside, 1-0. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a line drive to second base, and oh no, it gets past Komasaka. Was not in the best position to make that play, much to Compass's surprise. Just couldn't quite get it, and that's going to be a base hit. Compass questioning how that happened, and now bring up Yutaro Hino. Hino so far in this one for Dashu, 1 for 1 with a double his first time up. First pitch misses low and in, 1-0. 1-0 on the way inside for ball 2. Saga a good base runner. We've seen Dashu try to steal to get a runner in scoring position. 2-1, swing a line drive right at Kirasaki at short. Gets the glove out to make the play. Now bring up Chihiro Bito. Runner on first with 2 outs. They're going to watch for opposite field hit here and looks at strike 1. That's the shift they're going to put on there. And ooh, another good pitch there from Compass. 0-2. Runner goes. Ground ball to third. Ome over to first in time to retire the side. So a shutdown inning for Compass despite giving up the base hit. 3-2 the score as we go bottom 3. It will be Bito, Teramichi, the first 2 batters he will face. So here's Chihiro Bito to start things off, the left fielder. First pitch on the way, swinging a line drive to short, and Kirasaki right there for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Noboru Teramichi, the right fielder. First pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. Teramichi with that pink motivation, that's the best motivation you can get, but there's a line drive to short right at Kirasaki for out number 2. So that'll bring us to Shun Komasaka. for Compass, trying to get some base runners on the board. Walked his first time up back in that big first inning that Compass had. The 1-0 on the way, swinging the ground ball right up the middle, gets past Mileman, over to Kirasaki, throws to first in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Compass. And we go to the top of the fourth, still 3-2. It is a huge one-run game right here. It'll be Susumu Ikari to start things off here in the top of the fourth. The first pitch on the way, and that one misses inside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, and that one misses low, 2-0. The wind and the 2-0 just missing outside, ball three. The 3-0 on the way, in there for strike one. I gotta watch Mileman's stamina bar there in the bottom left corner. Is starting to get very dangerously low. Swinging a line drive up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's not going to help the stamina gauge at all. So Ikari with a base hit, clean single right up the middle. And now the base runner here for Dashu in the top of the fourth. Noboru Teramichi steps up to the plate. So far today, 0 for 1 with a fly out to short. Swinging the fly ball into left field. Bito is there to make the play. One gone. And now a ground ball gets Compass out of the inning, and that'll bring up Motsuhide Saburi. Saburi, the starting second baseman for Dashu, has a single and an RBI first time up. Looks at ball one inside with the splitter. The 1-0 on the way, in there for strike one. Ikari, the runner on first, looks at ball two down low. The 2-1, runner goes, throw down, got him! Oh, and Ikari is caught stealing! What a throw by Susumu Ikari! 2 gone, bases now empty for Saburi. The 2-2 on the way, down low for ball three, and a full count now. The wind and the pitch, swinging the ground ball. The second, Komasaka on the backhand, throws to first in time, and a huge 0 on the board. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-2 the score. Compass still on top, trying to get some insurance runs against Dashu, a very talented player. Susumu Ikari steps up to the plate, had a single and an RBI first time up. Swinging the ground ball to second on the first pitch. Saburi over to first in time, one gone. Bit of an aggressive swing there by Compass, swinging at the first pitch. I'll bring up Black. First pitch on the way from Mileman, in there for strike one. 0-1 on the way, finds the strike zone again, a fastball right over the middle of the plate. 0-2 on the way, in there for strike three, and Mileman cooks Black on the inside corner. 2 gone, just like that, and that'll bring up Tomio Ome, the number 9 hitter. 0 for 1 with a ground out to short, first time up, and there's a line drive to second, right at Saburi, and a quick 1-2-3 inning, but one more chance for Dashu to get some runs on the board as we go to the top of the fifth, and he is going to put in a pinch hitter for Tomio Ome to get things started. If you're Dashu, you need to string some hits together like you did against YG back in the first game. Meanwhile, Compass, he needs to pitch as carefully as possible, try to get some outs, try to get some lazy fly balls. Oh, but there's a fly ball that was almost turned around, but way too early on the swing. 0-1. That ball misses outside, 1-1. 1-1 on the way, swinging the ground ball right side, and it's through for a base hit, and the leadoff man is on. Yokanu Kami with or Yabe coming in, as Ryuri Kirasaki will step up to the plate. Kirasaki, the shortstop, is 0 for 1 on the day, an intentional walk plus a second base fly ball. Her last time up. Yabe now is the base runner on first. 0-1, the count, the pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, not in time. And the tying run now in scoring position for Dashu, a clutch stolen base right there. And now Mileman is gassed, which means it'll be harder to control that 2-tap. Swing the line drive, second base, and it's in there for a base hit. Throw will come home, and it's first and third, nobody out, and Dashu potentially on the verge of tying this ball game in the 5th. First and third, nobody out for Taro Takimoto. A big at-bat here with runners on the corners. Mileman is gassed. The first pitch on the way. A mistake pitch right there outside. Swinging a high fly ball. This should get the run in. Black lines it up, makes the play, a bad animation, and that one's going to bring in a run. 3-3 the score. Dashu ties the game. Not the greatest animation you would want, but either way, Black does not have a great arm. Probably would not have gotten the speedy Yabe at home either way. And we are tied at 3. And now the go-ahead run on first with 1 out for Iwayo Saga. If you're Compass, you want to keep this a tie game. Meanwhile, there's a fly ball into center field. Black is there, 2 gone. And oh, that's a bad throw back in. Oh, but good job by Mileman to back it up as Yutaro Hino steps up to the plate. Huge at bat here for Dashu. Mileman gassed the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Throw down, a bad throw, and it's not in time. Hirasaki with a stolen base. If that throw had been a little bit better, might have been an out. The 0-1 on the way. Swinging a line drive left side. Oh, Hirasaki with the dive! And that's a huge one for Compass. Gives a couple of fist pumps right there. He knew how huge that was. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. We are tied, and Compass with a chance to walk it off. Yabe will come into the game and play left field. Bito will play third base. Third base, not her natural position, so could get a little bit of a delay on playing third base there with that lower fielding ability over there. First pitch on the way from Mileman to Kirasaki, and there's a fly ball down for a base hit. And Compass has the leadoff runner on base. Just got it past a diving Saburi right there, and we'll see how Compass will play this on the base paths. Haro Takimoto at the plate. Hirasaki is has very good speed on the base paths. A very average stealer, though. Dashu going with the watch for sluggers defense here with Takimoto. Pickoff attempt to first, nothing there. First pitch on the way, goes to the splitter. Ground ball down the third base line, but foul. 0-1 on the way. Oh! And Compass knew it. He had it in his hands. It was a mistake pitch down the middle. The 1-2 on the way. Runner goes. It's down low. Throw down. Not in time. A big stolen base right there. The count is even. The 2-2 to Takimoto on the way. Outfield is in. Dashu recognized it. Gets to a standard position. Inside for ball 3. Count goes full. The 3-2. Ground ball. Weekly back to the pitcher. Throw to first in time. 1 gone. And that will bring up Yutaro Hino to the plate. Runner on third with 1 out, and they're going to call an intentional walk. So that'll set up potentially the double play with runners on the corners and 1 out for Chihiro Bito. Dashu is going to call a timeout here, and they're going to intentionally walk her as well. So they're setting up not just the double play, but a double play at any base. We'll see if this pays off for Dashu. The runners on first and second really do not matter in this situation. And now it's bases loaded, 1 out for Teramichi. First pitch on the way. Splitter, swung on and missed, 0-1. Teramichi not the best batter in Compass's lineup. A late release, mistake pitch, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. Fastball finds the outside corner. The 1-2 to Teramichi. He gets the bunt down. He is out. Throw to first, not in time. And the inning continues. Compass cannot believe that he wasn't safe at the plate. And here is Komasaka Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch, ground ball, weakly to second, and everybody is safe! He thought he stepped on second! And that's the ball game! Compass walks it off on a fielder's choice ground ball! What just happened? Holy moly! Shun Komasaka with an RBI ground ball! What in the world just happened? Oh my goodness! 4-3! Compass walks it off! We're gonna need to talk to him about that! He's about as shocked as everybody else in this building! At what just occurred! Oh my goodness gracious! A couple of that was a mental error by Dashu on that ground ball. Oh my goodness, let's get Compass in here for the interview. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my.
What just happened?
What just happened
Oh my
indeed?
goodness, what just
happened?
I don't even have words for you, Dish. Like I don't even know what's going on right now. I can't even speak. I'm literally speechless right now, Dish. Like,
All right, let's take a few deep breaths here.
I'm sorry.
Take a few deep breaths here. All right.
You saw me stand up in absolute disbelief after the match. Like, whoa.
I mean, that was a surprise. You rarely see those kind of mental errors on defense by such a talented player.
Yeah, and we were talking during the YG match how he is so talented on defense. I just can't believe that happened. And I even sold that that meatball coming straight down the middle. I thought it was over. Like, there was so much
that would have ended it right there.
Yeah, it would have. There was so much that went on that game. Oh my goodness.
So, 1-0 now in group play on possibly the wildest game we have had so far. Take me through. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the beginning of the game here, all right? You got those 2 runs early on Dashu right there.
Mm-hmm.
How big were those 2 runs in this game?
That Kirasaki bomb that hit off Inakawa was super huge. Of course, we saw YG do the same thing, and then I got an extra run. But in the back of my mind, I knew that YG did have that early lead against Dashu early on, and then Dashu just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and then it didn't even matter. So I just knew I had to keep on putting up the pressure. And I mean, I got 1 more run, but that 2 runs wouldn't have been enough because, of course, he scored 2 runs himself. He's an incredible player.
Oh my goodness. So, you are at 1-0. Dashu goes to 1-1. You're facing YG, who is 0-1. How do you feel going into your game against YG? This is going to be the 3rd time, I believe, you've played him this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. I'm hoping to get my get back from the game that he sent me down to the bronze medal game. Of course, he kind of smacked me in that game. It was not a very pretty game to watch, but I'm here today. I'm ready. I'm here to get my get back. I'm just ready.
All right. Well, good luck, my man. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, Dish. I really appreciate it.
All right. Oh, so after that absolutely wild game, we go to our next game of the day, and that is going to be John's Copyright taking on MSQA. John's Copyright, as we mentioned earlier, was the USA runner-up in yesterday's USA Finals. Meanwhile, MSQA, this is his first game of the day, the winner of the European Finals. We talked to both of these players before the match. Let's hear what they had to say. Or we will not. So let's talk a little bit about MSQA. So MSQA, he was the winner of the ePremier12 European Finals. In that final, defeated Boomer 77 in a 2-game sweep. Now, he mainly has been playing the game on the PlayStation 4 version of the game, but only recently started playing the Switch version. So it's going to be interesting to see how he transitions from being a PlayStation player to being a Nintendo Switch player. So both players getting their lineups ready to go. And it looks like it'll be Myojin getting the start for MSQA. MSQA is going to be the home team in this one. John's Copyright, going to be the visiting team in this one. And while they're setting up the lineups, we want to let you know that SSK and WBSC eBaseball Power Pros has exclusive apparel right now. You can shop the entire collaboration at sskbaseballshop.com. Everything from arm sleeves to t-shirts to hoodies, anything you could ever want related to the ePremier12 and WBSC eBaseball Power Pros. That is sskbaseballshop.com. So we take a look at John's Copyright getting his lineup ready to go. Looks like Unkai will be getting the start, and oh boy, Boo with pink motivation, that's going to be big, but Gundo with the purple motivation, that is not what John wants to see. That means that any blue abilities, any good abilities that Gundo has are negated. Finito. They're done. So that is a huge, huge, huge bad luck right there. Meanwhile, MSQA looking like he's got a purple motivation guy of his own in Takano. So we'll see what happens here in our fourth game of group stage play between John's Copyright and MSQA. Once again, MSQA is going to be the home team. John's Copyright going to be the road team in this one. MSQA sporting the Netherlands right there. John's Copyright playing as Venezuela. And it's going to be Akira Myojin getting the start for MSQA. We've seen him a couple times already today with that big fastball and that deadly changeup. First pitch of the practice there for Myojin. As MSQA looking to lock in those fastballs. And that'll bring up Kota Takano to get things started here in the top of the first for John's Copyright. Rocking the blue uniforms with the red trim and the yellow sleeves right there. First pitch just a bit outside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, down low for ball two. 2-0 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball in the center field. Saga going back to the track, to the wall, and that's off the top of the wall. It'll be extra bases for John's Copyright to get things started. So I'll bring up the first baseman, Shuei Boo. Shuei Boo, the pink motivation, gives him a little bit of a boost here. Takano on second. There's a high fly ball in the center field. Saga going back to the track, to the wall. It is gone! Ball go far! 2-run shot! And John's Copyright on the board early. It's 2-0. Just getting it over the wall and into the first row of the bleachers. Taku Kishida now at the plate. John's Copyright, first couple of batters, getting a couple of runs on the board. First pitch on the way from Myojin, bit low and outside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball! Way back in the right center field and gone! Ball go far! For Taku Kishida. And it's 3-0 John's Copyright here early. Back-to-back home runs for John's Copyright. And it's a big early lead for the USA runner-up. So that will bring up Yutaro Hino to the plate. Hino, the DH for John's Copyright. Yet another power threat in this lineup for John's Copyright. And he swings on the first pitch, grounds it back to the mound. Myojin with the throw over in time for out number one. John's Copyright trying to even up his record at 1-1, MSQA in his first game here in pool play. First pitch on the way from Myojin. That one's high for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1 on the way, swinging a high fly ball into right center field. Saga going back. Nobody's going to get it. It's going to get down and off the wall. Another extra base hit for John's Copyright, and it's a runner on second with 1 out. John's Copyright getting the power swings going here in this one, really locking in after his game with Ben Zen. The first pitch on the way to Doken! Ball! Go! Far! 2-run home run for Doken! And it is 5-0 John's Copyright early on in this one. Still just 1 out. John's Copyright able to catch up to that fastball. Doken with that slugger ability, a very underrated slugger. As a catcher, you don't normally see Doken on a lot of these competitive rosters, but he comes through here for John's Copyright as Saru steps up to the plate. 5-0 the score. Myojin is rattled. The first pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 on the way, swinging a line drive right at Kurosaki for out number 2. So that'll bring up Murasame, the center fielder. Number 8 on your roster sheet. And the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Swing on the first pitch and grounds it to third. Ome throws over in time, and the inning comes to an end. But a big inning for John's Copyright here in the top of the first. Gets 5 runs and leads 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. It will be Kazuya Unkai on the mound for John's Copyright, facing off against MSQA. First pitch as he gets some practice in on timing up that fastball with the 2-tap pitching style, which means you press once to start the pitch and then you have to press it again at the right time when that one circle hits the ball. To get a little more control on the pitch, and there's a ground ball to second. Sorry with the dive! The throw to first in time, and Gundo is out. And some great defense by John's Copyright to get things going in the bottom of the first. Everything is coming up John right now. The first pitch on the way in there for strike 1 to Taku Kishida. 0-1, big swing and a miss by MSQA. The 0-2, swinging a ground ball right side. Boo with the toss to first in time, 2 gone. That'll bring up Yokan Ukami, the DH. First pitch on the way from Kazuya Unkai goes to the splitter, and that one's low and in for ball 1. The 1-0 in there for strike 1. The 1-1, swinging a fly ball into right center field. Murasame ranging to his left, makes the grab, and a 1-2-3 inning for John's Copyright. As we go to the top of the second, 5-0 the score. Gundo, Takano, and Boo due up. And it's going to be Hideo Gundo getting things started here in the top of the second. The number 9 hitter in John's Copyright's order. Mainly due to that purple motivation, the worst motivation you could possibly get, in a big swing and a miss at a fastball in the dirt. 0-1 on the way, just a bit inside. Count goes even, 1-1, the pitch on the way. Another fastball in the dirt there from Myojin, 2-1. Swing the ground ball right back to Myojin. Throw to first in time, 1 gone. MSQA missing a little bit outside and around the strike zone with these fastballs from Myojin. As Kota Takano will step up to the plate. Double his first time up, and there's a high fly ball in the center field. Saga going back, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So that'll bring up Shuei Boo, the first baseman. Had a 2-run homer his first time up. The first pitch on the way from Myojin, swinging a ground ball to second base. Wachan, the second baseman, throws to first in time for out number 2, for actually the final out of the inning. So a big 1-2-3 inning for MSQA to send John's Copyright down in order. We go to the bottom of the second, and it'll be Iwayo Saga to to lead things off in this 5-0 ball game. First pitch on the way in there for strike one. 0-1, swinging a line drive right side and through for a base hit. And there's the first hit of the day for MSQA. We'll see if he can try to cut into that 5-0 lead that John's Copyright has put up. And that'll bring up Ryiri Kurosaki, the shortstop. Standard position on defense. There's a line drive right to third, but over the head of Kishida. And it's going to go to the wall. They're going to call this an E5 straight up. No hit, but it's runners on second and third with nobody out for Tamio Ome. And this is MSQA's best chance to score so far. The first pitch in there for strike one on the lower edge. The 0-1, swinging a line drive to short, right at Kurosaki for out number one. They'll bring up Motsuhide Saburi. First pitch on the way, line drive, up the middle for a base hit, and that's going to bring in at least one run. Here comes a second, he will score! 2-run single for Motsuhide Saburi. And MSQA is on the board, it's 5-2. A big 2-run single right there, and we'll see if this gives MSQA a little bit of momentum here with one out here in the bottom of the second. Go to Takano at the plate. Saburi on first with one out. First pitch, swung on and chopped foul. The 0-1 goes with the splitter, and that one grounded foul to the left side. 0-2. The wind and the pitch goes with the high fastball for strike three. Got him. 2 gone for Wachan. And there's a strike, 0-1, and they're going to put in a pinch hitter for Wachan. They don't have a whole lot of second base options here. They got Nagase, and, well, they're going to have to roll with Wachan here. 0-1, misses high for ball one. Not sure what happened there other than maybe a ban of the second baseman. I don't know, but there's a throw to first in time to retire the side. 5-2 as we go to the third inning. John's Copyright still with the lead, but MSQA getting 2 in that bottom of the second. Taku Kishida will lead things off here in the top of the third for John's Copyright, looking to get those couple of runs back potentially. Kishida hit a home run his first time up. First pitch, misses low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 from Myojin in there for strike one. B control, S stamina for Myojin. A big swing and a miss there. Oh, John was not ready for that inside pitch. The 1-2, swinging a high fly ball. Way back into center field and gone! Ball go far and a double dinger day for Taku Kishida. 6-2. John's Copyright on top. Another fastball that John's Copyright was able to catch up to. And Kishida darn near to the same spot as he did his last home run. So that'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH, to the plate. John's Copyright getting one run back. We'll see if he can get another. Meanwhile, MSQA trying to stem the bleeding here. The first pitch on the way, outside for ball one. Still no outs here in the top of the third. And there's a line drive up the middle, and that one's going to be a base hit. Lead off a single there for Yutaro Hino, and that's going to bring up Ryiri Kurosaki. Still nobody out. Runner on first, and a very good base runner in Hino. Swing, and a miss, 0-1. Here comes Myojin's 0-1, and that one's inside with the fastball, 1-1. The 1-1, ooh. Bit of a mistime there on the pitch, 2-1. The wind and the pitch, swinging a pop-up. Into center field, didn't quite get enough of it. And that'll be one out here in the inning. They'll bring up Reiji Doken, the catcher. He also went yard in this game so far for John's Copyright. Runner on first with one out. The first pitch popped up. Behind the plate, Saburi with a late break. And that one falls foul. 0-1. Just a bit high, 1-1. 1-1 on the way, misses low, and the count goes 2-1. The 2-1 on the way, swinging a pop-up. Into center field, Saga makes the grab, 2 gone. So Saburi getting the start behind the plate and not at second base. A very interesting decision here for MSQA. With Wachan at second base, runner goes and the first pitch is popped up. Saburi will track it down behind home plate and that will retire the side. We go bottom third, 6-2 the score between John's Copyright, the road team, and MSQA, the home team. And it's going to be Hideo Gundo leading things off for MSQA here in the bottom of the third. First pitch on the way from Unkai, in there for strike 1. 0-1. In there for strike 2. Nice fastball there on the lower edge. And oh, we got him looking, strike 3. MSQA had the PCI right on it, but did not pull the trigger. And now bring up Taku Kishida. So far in this one, he is 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. The first pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. Ooh, John cringing at that fastball. He knew it could have been destroyed. Meanwhile, that fastball is destroyed into right field, but Gundo able to track it down in front of the wall. 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Now bring up Yokan Ukami to the plate. First pitch on the way from Unkai, and there's a high fly ball into center field, but Murasame is there to make the grab to retire the side. Top 4 coming up. 6-2 the score between John's Copyright and MSQA. Murasame will lead things off here for John's Copyright in the top of the 4th inning. Ground out to third, his first time up. First pitch on the way, just a bit high for ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive up the middle, and Murasame getting a base hit. The center fielder gets in the hit column there. And I'll bring up Hideo Gundo. Gundo, the number 9 hitter in John's Copyright's order, I should say. First pitch inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Ground out right back to the pitcher. Count is 1-1. The pitch on the way inside for ball 2. The 2-1 on the way, just a bit inside, ball 3. 3-1, swinging the ground ball right back up the middle, off of Miyojin. Might be a tough play, but it's in time for out number 1. Runner will advance to second on the ground out, and that'll bring up Kota Takano. Takano, so far in this one, 1 for 2 with a double and a flyout. First pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball in the center field. Saga going back. He'll make the grab. Runner's going to tag, and he will move up to third safely. Murasame to third with 2 outs. Now bring up Shuhei Boo. And looks like they might do an intentional walk here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Against a very dangerous hitter here in Shuhei Boo. But now that sets up the possibility for Taku Kishida here, who already has 2 homers, to potentially hit a home run and put this within distance of a mercy rule. And they're going to intentionally walk him too. MSQA not wanting to face the 2 best hitters in the lineup, and now bases loaded, nowhere to put Yutaro Hino. He's going to have to pitch to him. Big opportunity here for Yutaro Hino to maybe give John's Copyright a potential shot at a mercy rule here. 7-run mercy rule at the end of an inning. Fouled off 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. In there for strike 2. Nicely placed fastball there by MSQA. And a big swing and a miss. John's Copyright going fishing at that fastball in the dirt. And the side is retired. They leave the bases loaded. We go bottom 4, 6-2 the score. Iwayo Saga at the plate to get things started here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 for 1 on the day. A single is first time up. Ground ball to short on a short hop. Kirasaki with the throw in time. 1 gone. Now bring up Ryuri Kirasaki, the shortstop. So far in this one, she is 0 for 0. Had a line drive to third that went right through Taku Kishida, and there's a base hit up the middle. So a one-out single there for Kirasaki, and now bring it to Tomio Ome. Starting third baseman for MSQA. First pitch on the way, in there for strike one. Kirasaki, the runner on first with one out. The 0-1. Bringing a line drive up the middle, but caught by Kirasaki, out number 2. So I'll bring up Motsuhide Saburi, the starting catcher for MSQA. Had a 2-run single his first time up. First pitch, line drive up the middle and through for a base hit. Runner will stop at second, and it's first and second, 2 outs for Kota Takano. Takano, so far in this one, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch, ooh. Bit of a mistake pitch right there from Unkai, but a swing and a miss. 0-1, line drive to first. On a hop, Boo takes it to himself to the bag, and that will retire the side. So it remains a 6-2 ball game as we go to the top of the 5th. 6-2 the score. John's copyright looking to increase his lead. MSQA trying to keep it a 4-run ball game, as Reiri Kirasaki will step up to the plate to start things off. First pitch on the way from Myojin to Kirasaki, and that one low and away, 1-0. 1-0 on the way to Kirasaki, just a bit inside, but misses, 2-0. 2-0 on the way, misses again. Count goes 3-0. The wind and the pitch, and it's a 4-pitch walk. A 4-pitch walk to start off the top of the 5th. First pitch to Doken popped up, and oh, what a great play by Saburi to get the dive. Oh my goodness gracious. So I guess Saburi can play a little bit of catcher after all. First pitch on the way to Saru is low and away, 1-0. Hirosaki, the runner on first with 1 out. The 2-0 on the way. Pickoff attempt there, though, but nothing there. Pickoff attempt again, and nothing there again. The 2-0 on the way, in there for strike one. 2-1 on the way, swinging a pop-up to second. Watch on there for out number 2. So I'll bring up Murasame to the plate. First pitch on the way, just misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, inside for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way, just a bit low. 3-0, the pitch, in there for strike 1. 3-1, the count, the pitch, swinging a high fly ball into center field. Saga going back and makes the play. Murasame giving that ball a ride, but not enough. We go bottom 5, 6-2 the score. Wachan will lead things off, and MSQA more than likely bringing in a pinch hitter now. Doesn't have a whole lot of options on his bench. Is going to go with Shibata. Gunpei Shibata will come in off the bench. First pitch on the way, just a bit low for ball 1. Shibata with one trajectory, see contact, and there's a ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Kirasaki, throw to first, not in time! And he beats it out for an infield single. So there's Gunpei Shibata getting an infield single to get things started. And that brings it back to the top of the order for Gundo. And it looks like Kamiyama. No, it's going to be Yabe being a pinch runner here for Shibata. So Gundo with 1 on, nobody out. Swinging a line drive, left side, base hit. Pulling a single into left field. Now bring up Taku Kishida. And now let's see if MSQA can keep this rally going here in the final stanza. First and second, nobody out. First pitch on the way. Just a bit outside for ball 1. Gundo on first, Yabe on second, and it's a pop-up. Infield fly rule is called as Saru makes the grab. One gone, and now bring up Yokan Ukami, the DH. Ukami going to get that axe attachment off the bat there and get ready to go First pitch on the way. Swing the line drive up the middle. Oh, a diving stop by Kurosaki. And the flip back for the double play. 6-2, the final score. And that'll do it. John's Copyright gets the win. And MSQA goes to 0-1. John's Copyright gets back to 500 to end Group A2 play. So there's the scores so far. Dashu 5-1 over YG. Benzen 4-2 over John's Copyright. Compass 4-3 over Dashu. And John's Copyright 6-2 over MSQA. Compass with the 4-3 win over Dashu. That's been the best game so far today. Let's go ahead and bring in our good friend John's Copyright into the studio for a quick little interview. John, welcome to the winner's circle.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Welcome back, welcome back. So getting to 500 to end off the pool, how's that feel?
It feels good. Just had to get like some more motivation in myself. After that first loss, oh my goodness, Benjamin just came out very strong here, and then tough towns right here too with MSQA. Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely. So take me through that first inning. You were really racking up the runs there in those first couple innings.
Yeah, I was trying to go. I mean, my game is a long ball, so try to use my sluggers as much as possible. Boo, I knew was in a really good mood, and I really wanted to make sure that we get some runs on the board with him.
All right, so looking ahead, you're 1-1 right now. There's still an opportunity with seeding to maybe potentially get into that top spot. What do you think of the bracket play coming up?
Well, it's man, everybody here is so good, man. It's so tough to call. Who's gonna win? Anything can happen literally in this tournament. So yeah, I don't have a clear definitive answer.
Yeah, and your pitching today was pretty good as well.
Oh yeah, man, I just wish my defense was there.
Yeah, it was a little bit dicey in that first game against Benzen.
Oh yeah, but it's good to be bounced back. I focused a little bit more, but MSQA kind of picked up on my tendencies, so I do need to learn how to mix it up a little bit more.
All right, well, congratulations on your victory.
All right, thank you.
So get him in bracket play tomorrow.
Right on.
All right, so we have 2 more games on the docket, and they are the finales of our group stage play today. And we go back to Group A1, and this is going to be a rematch of Compass versus YG. Now, if you tuned in yesterday for the USA Finals, YG defeating Compass 7-1 in the semifinals to qualify for the ePremier12. So we will see if Compass learned anything from that 7-1 ball game and see if he can pick up on anything from YG to take the victory here. YG coming off a big loss to Dashu 5-1 in the first game of Group A1 play. He's looking to bounce back. Compass coming off that wild 4-3 victory over Dashu. He has a chance to potentially go 2-0 once again in group stage play. We will see how things go in this particular matchup. Now, YG is the USA champion. Compass was the wild card. Take a look at some of the lineup changes here as Compass gets ready to go. It'll be Inakawa getting the start for Compass, it appears. And a little bit of a standard lineup there as Myojin is going to be banned here for this game. So YG banning Compass's Myojin for this one. Ome going to go to the 9 spot in the order. Compass says he's ready to go. Meanwhile, for YG, who's going to be the home team in this one, we're going to start Takano and go into Mileman more than likely. So here we go. The final game of Group A1. If YG wins and Compass loses, everybody's 1-1, and we gotta go to tiebreakers. If Compass wins, It's a little bit more straightforward. Compass would get the bye to the second round. Compass would get a bye to the second round if he wins this one. YG would be the 3rd seed and face off against the 2nd place player from Group A2 in tomorrow's bracket play. Yuki Takano will be the starting pitcher for YG in this one. It's going to be a one-batter thing, probably going to be either an intentional walk or pitching to Compass, and it looks like it is going to be an intentional walk against Ryeri Kirasaki. So it will be an intentional walk to get things going here, as Mileman will step up to the mound and face off against the next batter in Compass's order, which will be Taro Takimoto. YG trying to get back to 500, cause maybe a little bit of chaos in the old standings. Mileman will be the pitcher right now for YG, as he gets himself warmed up. It will be Taro Takimoto. First pitch in there for a strike in the 0-1, just a bit outside for ball 1. The 1-1 on the way, swinging the ground ball back to the mound. Not going to be 2, but he will get the runner over to second for out number 1. So Taro Hino will step up to the play, runner on second with 1 out. Has the clutch A ability, which means that PCI is going to increase. First pitch inside for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, big swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1 on the way, fastball in there on the outside corner. The 1-2, just a bit inside, 2-2. 2-2, runner goes, swing the line drive, right back to Mileman, throw back to second in time. And that will retire the side on a line drive double play. Compass tried to go for the hit and run, and this time it does not work. We go to the bottom of the first. YG will take his first hacks at the plate. Compass trying to keep him off the scoreboard. It will be Kazune Inukawa going to start off with an intentional walk of Iwayo Saga, more than likely. So Saga now on first with nobody out. Taro Takimoto will step up to the plate. And it will be Mileman stepping up to the mound to pitch for Compass. So if you're wondering what happens if Compass loses and YG wins, what are the tiebreakers? Well, first off, it's head-to-head between the teams tied. Well, 1-1. As the first pitch in there misses for a ball. The second tiebreaker is going to be run differential. So there's a high fly ball into center field. Black is there, makes the grab. Runner will stay at first. So run differential is the second tiebreaker. Then it's the highest number of runs scored, and then the lower number of runs against. And if everything is tied after that, it goes to the almighty coin. 2-0 the count on Kirasaki, the first, and that one in there for a strike. The 2-1. Swinging a line drive right side and through for a base hit. Runner will stop at second, and the first 2 are on for YG here in the bottom of the first. Yutaro Hino will step up to the plate. And if you've been following some of the run differential here, Dashu right now, and there's a high fly ball in the right center field. This one is going to get down and off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Runner coming around for third. They will score. Kirasaki scores. It's 2-0. A 2-run double for Yutaro Hino. He absolutely blasted that ball in the right center field. A huge double to score 2. So that'll bring up Shihiro Bito. So right now, prior to this game, Dashu was at a +3 run differential through 2 games. Compass is at a +1 as there's a ground ball to short. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. And YG sporting a -4 run differential. He's going to need to score a lot of runs if he wants to get that first round bye. First pitch on the way is high for ball 1. The 1-0 down low for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way, and that one's inside for ball 3. Compass in danger of walking Komasaka, but gets the strike across. 3-1, the pitch, swinging the ground ball to second. Komasaka with the toss over in time, and the side is retired. But the 2-run double by Yutaru Hino gives YG a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the second. And it's going to be Chihiro Bito leading things off for Compass here in the top of the second. Compass trying to get those 2 runs back. First pitch from Mileman, swinging a line drive to short, and Kirasaki catches it on the line for out number 1. So a good start to the inning for YG on defense. First pitch a bit high to Komasaka. The 1-0 on the way. Splitter misses low. 2-0 the count. And the pitch. Goes with the splitter, and that one's fouled off. Count is 2-1. The pitch on the way. Just a bit low for ball 3. 3-1 on the way from Mileman. That one is grounded to second. Komasaka over to first in time for out number 2. I'll bring up Susumu Ikari, the catcher. First pitch on the way from Mileman as he's watching for the opposite field hit. And there's a ground ball softly back to second. Throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. So Compass goes down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. YG up 2-0. Gonna be Hoshimitsu Hoshizora to start things off here in the bottom of the second. For YG, trying to extend his 2-0 lead. First pitch on the way from Mileman is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from Compass's Mileman, and that one's in there for strike 2. Here's the wind, and the 0-2, swinging a line drive up the middle. Kirasaki can't get it. It's going to be a base hit. Just couldn't get the glove out there in time, and that's a leadoff single as Noboru Teramichi steps up to the plate. Oshizora on first with nobody out. First pitch, a high fastball in there for a strike. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. The 0-2 on the way, splitter low for ball 1. 1-2 on the way, runner goes. It's a pitch out, throw down, and he is cooked. Nicely done by Compass, recognizing the stolen base and doing the pitch out. Hoshizora, caught in no man's land, was going to be out maybe anyway at second base. And the 2-2 on the way from Teramichi, just a bit low, and the count goes full. 3-2, the pitch on the way, splitter grounded to second. Komasaka has it, throws to first in time, and the side is, and that's 2 gone. Tamio Ome now at the plate, 2 outs, base is empty. The wind and the first pitch from Mileman in there for strike 1 on the lower edge. Watching for the pull hit here is Compass's defense as the count evens up 1-1. The pitch. Bringing the ground ball to short, right into the teeth of the shift. Kirasaki over to first in time to retire the side. We are through 2 innings here in the final game of Group A1. YG up 2-0 with Noboru Teramichi stepping up to the plate for Compass. First pitch on the way, just a bit low for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, just a bit inside, and the count goes 2-0. Pitch in there for strike 1. The 2-1, just a bit low with the hard slider, and the count goes 3-1. The pitch on the way, swinging a line drive to left side. Kirasaki with the stab and the catch. 1 gone here in the third. They'll bring up Black, the center fielder. First pitch, ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So Compass getting a 1-out single with Black, and that'll bring up Tomio Ome, the number 9 hitter in the order. Black on first, nobody out. First pitch just misses low for ball 1. Pickoff attempt, and they got him. Black back to first. Oh, they don't get him. He is back in time, and there's a ground ball to short. Kurosaki with the long throw in time, 2 gone. Black will advance to second, and that'll bring up Kurosaki, the shortstop. Good job by YG to recognize the stolen base attempt there and do the pickoff, but not good enough to get Black. Out 1-0 on Kurosaki. The pitch, runner goes, and there's a ground ball right back to the mound. Compass tried to do a hit and run. It did not work, and that will end the inning with the soft grounder. So we go now, bottom of the third. It is still 2-0 YG. His run differential at -2. And if results hold right now, YG would be in third place. And actually, he would be tied. Actually, if results hold right here, and there's a high fly ball into left center field. Teramichi and Black going back. It's not going to get there. And that's going to go off the wall. And if results hold, YG would be in third place. Compass in second. Dashu in first. Haro Takimoto with a runner on second now. And nobody out. First pitch on the way. Just a bit low and away. 1-0. The 1-0, swinging the ground ball up the middle. Komasaka with the dive, and it goes off of him. And this might score a run. And in to score to make it 3-0. Haro Takimoto, an RBI single to score the runner from second. And a big, big run right there. And right now, that puts YG and Compass into a tie with run differential. And so at that point, you go to runs scored, and Compass currently has the advantage. So YG would need to score 1 run, and Compass to score no more. And there's a line drive to short. Kurosaki makes the throw, back to first, not in time. So that'll bring up Yutaro Hino. 2 outs and a runner on first. First pitch on the way, swinging a high fly ball, deep into right center field, and gone! Ball go far for Yutaro Hino, and YG up 5-0. And that will put him solidly in second place in the group if results hold. He got a fastball that he could hit and deposited it into the first row of the bleachers. And that's a huge one in terms of run differential. That brings him to a +1. Compass goes down to a -4. First pitch on the way to Bito, in there for a strike. The 0-1 on the way, misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 on the way, splitter, misses low, 2-1. The wind and the pitch from Mileman, a bit low for ball 3. The 3-1 on the way. Swinging a line drive, left field. And that one is down for a base hit. A 1-out single there, and the hit train keeps coming for YG as Shun Komasaka steps up to the plate. First pitch on the way, and it misses for ball 1. First pitch, and the 1-0 finds the zone, 1-1. 1-1, popped up. Mileman is there, 2 gone. And now here's Hoshimitsu Hoshizora. And here's a situation now. If YG gets a home run right here, as he lines out to short, that would have made, if YG gets 2 more runs while Compass gets none, that is the mercy rule at the end of an inning, at the bottom of an inning, and that would end the ball game. So here's Taro Takimoto at the plate. For Compass, every run is vital for the USA wildcard. The first pitch on the way, just a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, and it's inside for ball 2. Now, if YG does manage And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. The 2-2 on the way inside for ball 3. If YG manages to get 2 more runs, that would actually tie him in terms of both run differential and runs scored and runs against. I'll bring up Yutaro Hino. Hino at the plate. Bases are empty with 1 out. First pitch on the way, just misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0. And Hino looks at ball 2. Count 2-0, the pitch on the way. Swinging the ground ball to third. Ome over to first in time for out number 2. So that will bring up Chihiro Bito up to the plate. First pitch on the way. High for ball 1. Every run is vital for Compass to try to knock back YG with as many runs as possible to try to upset his run differential. And there's a ground ball to short. Kirasaki to first in time, and that will retire the side. The mission for YG here. This is more than likely his last opportunity to bat. If he ties, if he gets the 7th run, he gets to 7 runs, that ties him in both record, run differential, and runs scored, and runs against as there's a base hit into center field with Dashu. So that will make for a little bit of an interesting tiebreaker here. So Teramichi will be pinch ran for, as it will be Yabe to be the pinch runner. Yokanu Kami will come in as a pinch hitter. Count is 1-0. The pitch on the way. Runner goes. Swing the line. Drive right back to Mileman. Back to first in time. And those are 2 huge outs right there for Compass. Iwayo Saga now at the plate. Base is empty. 2 outs. 1 for 1 with a double. First pitch. High fly ball. Left center field. This one's going to get down and off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Saga. And that'll be his 2nd double of the day. So a runner on second with 2 outs for Taro Takimoto. YG looking to try to end this right here, right now. Takimoto 1 for 1. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1. Splitters. Big swing and a miss. Oh, he tried to hit that one. There's a ground ball. Back to the mound. Throw to first is in time. And that will more than likely solidify YG's place in 2nd in Group A1. If results hold, Compass would finish in 3rd, YG will be 2nd, and Dashu will win the group and get the bye. Bito will go to 3rd. It will be more than likely... No, let's see what happens here. Bito's going to go to left. Nagase to 2nd. Komasaka to 3rd. And it'll be Shun Komasaka to start things off. Last chance for Compass to try to get something going here. Remember, if he wins, he wins the group. If YG wins, Dashu wins the group. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Komasaka to first in time. 1 gone. And that'll bring up Susumu Ikari. The catcher so far for Compass is 0 for 1 with a ground out to 2nd. The first pitch on the way, just a bit inside for ball 1. Pitch on the way, just a bit outside, and the count goes 2-0. The wind and the pitch inside for ball 3. The 3-0 on the way, in there for strike 1. YG looking for the opposite field hit. He gets it to short, and Kurosaki there for out number 2. Down to the final out for Compass, and here is Noboru Teramichi. First pitch on the way. Swing the line drive on a hop to short. Kirasaki with the long throw. Got him! And that will do it. YG takes the win to even up at 1-1. Everybody is 1-1 in Group A1. Final score 5-0. And on the tiebreaker, it will be Dashu winning the group more than likely. Compass finishing in third. YG in second. Mileman with the win. Yutaro Hino with 4 RBI on the day. And oh boy, YG already in. He is ready to go for this interview. My, oh my. Welcome in to the winner's circle, YG, for the first time today. How does it feel, my man?
I started off roughly against Dashu. I realized that I was not hitting well against Mileman. That was my main concern. And so I practiced the out of the ball like before Compass, but
Yep. And that really paid off for you against Compass right there.
yeah, but it did pay off against me against Compass.
Yeah, definitely. So take me through what that hitting strategy was going to be against Compass. This is the second time you've beat him this weekend.
I had to be very mindful of any strikes I see, because in contact swinging, that's not always a guaranteed hit. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful. And if I see something that I could probably pull, and I'm having a player with enough power, I could probably hit it hard. Yep.
Yeah, and you have to be careful with Compass at the plate too, because he can really start to run the score on you if he gets his hit and run game going too.
If he gets on base, you gotta be real careful about him.
Definitely. And your pitching was on point in this one. Really kept Compass at bay.
I felt after giving up 4 runs to Dashu in the second, I started really feeling it, pitching Malman without stamina. So, yeah, I feel really good about my pitching.
Definitely. So, by virtue of tiebreaker, you do finish second in the group. Dashu gets first. Compass goes to third. So you're going to be facing off against the third place player from Group B. How are you feeling about your chances in bracket play?
Well, it's always nerve-wracking. You only got one shot. So, all I can say is, try my best.
All right. And try your best you will. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Well, with that being said, we are down to just one more game on the day. And that is going to be between the Mexico champion, Ben Zen, and MSQA, the Europe champion. So Group A1 is all done. Dashu finishes in first with a record of 1-1 with a +3 run differential. YG finishes in second with a 1-1 record and a +1 run differential. Compass finishes in third with a -4 run differential and a 1-1 record. So once again, it's going to be MSQA and Ben Zen in our final matchup of the day. Ben Zen, the Mexico champion. MSQA, the Europe champion. Ben Zen coming off a 4-2 win in the first game of Group A2 against John's Copyright. Meanwhile, MSQA trying to avenge a 6-2 loss to John's Copyright in his first game. MSQA 0-1. Ben Zen 1-0. Now, if you're a watcher of the run differentials right now, Ben Zen so far has a +2 run differential with 4 runs against, 4 runs for, 2 runs against. MSQA is 0-1 with a -4 run differential. And John's Copyright finishing off with 8 runs scored and 6 runs against for a +2 run differential. So if MSQA wins, we might see a little bit of a tiebreaker mania here, and John's Copyright could potentially win the group. But right now, Ben Zen looking to go 2-0 and win the group outright. And it's going to be, a pink motivation Myojin getting banned for MSQA. That is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate for him. So it's going to be Unkai taking the mound for MSQA. Benzen will be the home team, MSQA the road team. Benzen does have a couple of blue and purple motivation guys right at the bottom of the order. Let's see if that affects anything for them. And here we go, our final game of group stage play here in the ePremier12 Group A play. Benzen, the home team. MSQA, the road team. Benzen wins. He wins the group. MSQA wins. More than likely, John's Copyright wins the group. Here we go. And if MSQA does manage to mercy Benzen here, he would win the group. So a lot at stake here in this final game. So here we go. Myojin's going to be on the mound for Benzen in this one. Getting his warm-up pitches in before we get ready to go here. And it will be a Wyo Saga to lead things off for the Netherlands in this one. First pitch on the way to Saga, and a big swing and a miss for strike one. The count is 0-1. The pitch is fouled off. Count 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Got him looking. Strike three, one gone. And that'll bring up Taku Kishida. Kishida, the third baseman for MSQA. The first pitch on the way from Myojin. That one swung on and missed 0-1. The wind and the 0-1 just missed a bit outside, and the count evens up 1-1. The 1-1, swinging the ground ball right back to the mound. Myojin will run it himself to the bag for out number 2. That'll bring up Daisuke Data, the catcher. Puts the power pad away and gets ready to bat. First pitch, big swing and a miss right there. Count 0-1. The pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up. Into left field, Hoshizora is there for out number 3, and that will retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the first. No score as MSQA goes 1, 2, 3. So here we go. Kazuya Unkai taking the mound for MSQA in this 5-inning matchup right here. First, and as Unkai warms up, 155 kilometers per hour on his fastball, D control and B stamina. And Ryeri Kurosaki will get the leadoff spot here for Benzen to get things started. First pitch on the way, just misses a bit low for ball 1. 1-0, a bit inside for ball 2. 2-0 in there for strike 1 on the high inside. 2-1, swing the line drive into right field. That one's down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Benzen, and that'll bring up Yokanu Kami, the DH, to the plate. Gets the axe attachment off his bat right there. Gets ready to swing the real bat. Kurosaki, a good base runner on first, and there's a high fly ball in the center field. Saga going back. He is not going to get it. It's going to go off the wall. Here comes Kurosaki rounding third. He will, and she will score. It is 1-0. Benzen on top. A big, big double right there for Benzen to start the proceedings here in this one, and still nobody out. So that'll bring up Yutaro Hino, the DH, to the plate. And the first pitch on the way from Unkai misses low for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way misses just a bit outside, and the count goes 2-0. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball, deep center field, going back is Saga, and that one's going to get off the wall. That'll be another run for Benzen, and it's 2-0. Benzen really catching up to these Unkai fastballs. That one was on the outside part of the plate and just absolutely tattooed off the wall. Benzen really seeing MSQA's pitches well in this one. So that'll bring up Shun Komasaka to the plate for Benzen. Facing off against MSQA's Unkai. 2-0 the score. The first pitch in there for strike one. 0-1. Bringing a line drive into center field. That one's down again. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding third. Heading home is Hino. He will score. 3-0 the score. RBI single for Shun Komasaka, and Ben Zen is locked in right now. 3-0 and still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Hoshimitsu Hoshizora at the plate for Ben Zen, who has been absolutely rolling in this bottom of the first. The first pitch just mid inside for ball one. The 1-0 on the way to big swing and a miss for strike one. The 1-1, swing the ground ball right back to the mound. And MSQA will record his first out of the game. One gone, runner advances to second. Now bring up Tomio Ome to the plate. First pitch on the way, just misses low and away. The 1-0 misses away, 2-0. The wind and the pitch popped up. First base side, Kishida will make the grab, 2 gone. So that will bring up Hijiri Rokudo, the starting catcher for Ben Zen. 2 outs, runner on second. The first pitch misses low and away. The 1-0. Swing the ground ball to second. Saburi over to first in time, and that will retire the side. But 3 runs score for Ben Zen here in the bottom of the first. 3-0 the score as we go to the top of the second. It'll be Yokan Ukami to start things off in the inning for MSQA, trying to get some runs on the board. First pitch on the way from Myojin. That one misses low and away for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, swinging a high fly ball deep into center field. Black going back. He's not going to get it. It's going to bounce off the track and off the wall. Running the second is the base runner Yokan Ukami. He is in there safely with a leadoff double. And that will bring up Hideo Gundo to the plate. Stabs the air with the sword, getting ready to bat. Ukami, and he pops it up behind the plate. It's going to fall and be a ground out to the shortstop. So a little bit of an awkward play there by both the pitcher and the shortstop, but it does result in an out. Runner will not advance, and Kota Takano will swing and miss at that one for strike one. The 1-1, swinging the ground ball to second base. This will advance the runner, Komasaka, with the toss over in time for the second out. So I'll bring up the starting shortstop, Ryuri Kurosaki. First pitch on the way from Myojin, a bit high and in for ball one. 1-0, popped up. Behind short, it will be Kurosaki making the catch, and MSQA will leave the runner stranded to retire the side. So they leave this runner stranded at second after the leadoff double by Ukami, and the score is still 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Hiramichi, Black, and Kurosaki due up for Ben Zen. Hiramichi to lead things off here in the inning, facing off against Ben Zen. Face off against MSQA, I should say. And there looks like they might go to a pinch hitter here. With the purple motivation, might be a good idea. He's looking through the list. What does he have? He's got Yabe, he's got Saruyama, and he's going to opt to not pinch hit. First pitch misses low and away by MSQA. The 1-0. Swing the ground ball to short. Kurosaki with the off-bounds throw. Gets it in time for out number one. So that will bring up Black to the plate. The first pitch on the way, and that one misses outside for ball one. Unkai's 1-0 misses high, 2-0. The wind and the 2-0, swinging the line drive into center field. Saga makes the catch. 2 gone, a nice running catch by MSQA's center fielder. So after those early 3 runs for Ben Zen, he's kind of cooled off at the plate a little bit. 2 outs, first pitch, bit outside ball one. MSQA's pitching has improved a little bit as there's a pop-up into center field. Saga can't get it. And it's a base hit. So that will bring up Yokan Ukami to the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs. Benzen trying to extend his 3-0 lead. Ukami has an RBI double already in this one. Looks at ball 1 inside. The 1-0 inside again, 2-0. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball right back to the mound, and that will retire the side. And we are through 2. 3-0 to score here in this 5-inning affair. 3-0. Benzen on top. Kamio Ome will lead things off for MSQA here in the top of the 3rd inning. Trying to get at least 1 run on the board here. Try to cut into that lead. There's a ground ball base hit through the right side. And for the 2nd straight inning, MSQA will have a leadoff man on. So that will bring up Motsuhide Saburi to the plate. Runner on first with nobody out. The first pitch on the way. That one misses high and in, 1-0. 1-0. Popped up to first. It's going to be on a hop. Ukami wanted to go to second for a second there, but will opt not to and step on the bag for out number 1. Pinch, looks like a fielder substitution. They're going to bring in Kawahoshi to play first base because Ukami, well, he does not play first base well at all. Doiwyya Saga looks at ball 1 and then hits a high fly ball in the center field. Black is there, makes the grab, runner will hold. So runner on second with 2 outs for Taku Kishida. 1 swing of the bat could tie this ball game up. The first pitch on the way from Miyoji. High and in, 1-0. The 1-0. Just finds the strike zone that goes 1-1. Grind in the pitch. Inside for ball 2. The 2-1. Inside again. 3-1. Myojin's 3-1. Swing a high fly ball. Way back into center field and gone! Onto the decorative shelf in center field. Kishida with a 2-run homer. And MSQA is within 1. 3-2 the score. MSQA finally catching up to a Myojin fastball with the power swing and gets the big fly ball, the big home run to put him back within 1. So that will bring up Daisuke Data to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly ball to left field his first time up. First pitch misses low, ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, and there for strike 1. The wind and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strike 2, I should say. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive to short, and Kirasaki catches it on the line to retire the side. But the 2-run homer for Taku Kishida gets MSQA back within 1. It's 3-2 as we go bottom of the 3rd. And it will be Yutaro Hino stepping up to the plate for Benzen to start off the bottom of the 3rd. Trying to get at least 1 run back, maybe both. Swinging a ground ball on the first pitch to short. Hirasaki with the throw in time, 1 gone. So that will bring up Shun Komasaka. Base is empty, 1 out. Had an RBI singles first time up, and there's a single to center field this time. And oh no, Saga broke the wrong way. It's going to get by him. This might be 3. He's rounding second. The throw is high. It's a triple for Shun Komasaka. And a bit of a defensive miscue right there from Iwayo Saga and MSQA. Allowing Saga to go to third. Allowing Komasaka to go to 3rd. Oh my goodness. Now bring up Hoshimitsu Hoshizora. Runner on 3rd with 1 out. The pitch misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0, swinging a line drive, center field. That one's down, and Benzen will get a run back. It's 4-2. A good piece of hitting there by Hoshimitsu Hoshizora to get the RBI single and capitalize on the fielding error by MSQA, by the mental error by MSQA. Will now bring up Tamio Ome. Hoshizora on first, one out, swinging a line drive right center field. That one's going to get down. Hoshizora is going to stop. No, he's going to go for third, and he's going to be safe. So that will put runners on the corners with one out for Hijiri Rokudo. The first pitch on the way, low for ball one. 1-0, low for ball two. 2-0, misses low again, 3-0. He's in danger of walking him, and he does. 4 straight balls, and Noboru Teramichi with the bases loaded, and one out. The first pitch from Munkai, swinging the ground ball to short. Hirosaki have only one play, and that's the first, and the run comes in to score. Ben Zen gets both of those runs back. 5-2, and he regains his 3-run lead. He'll be Black at the plate, second and third with 2 outs. First pitch, line drive, left field, base hit. 1 run will score, and that'll make it 6-2. Ben Zen finding his hitting stroke again. And all of a sudden, now we might be talking about another mercy rule here. Reihiri Hirosaki stepping up to the plate, flips the hair, gets ready to go. A home run here would end this ball game. First, the 1-0 in outside for ball two. 2-0, just a bit low, 3-0. The wind and the pitch in there for strike one. He gets the pitch across. 3-1, and he walked him. Ball 4, and that'll bring up Homura Kawahoshi to the plate, the first baseman for Ben Zen. Unkai kicks the dirt, gets ready to throw, and misses low for ball 1. Swinging and a pop-up to second. Saburi is there, and that will retire the side. But Ben Zen gets 3 more runs, gets his lead up to 4 now as we go to the 4th. 6-2 the score. So it's going to be Yokan Ukami to start things off here in the top of the 4th. Trying to get those runs back that he just gave up. First pitch in there for a strike. Just on the inside upper corner. He goes for that corner again. There's a fly ball in the center. Black is there for out number 1. So that will bring up Hideo Gundo to the plate. So far, 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. First pitch, fly ball, right field. Teramichi back, makes the grab, 2 gone. And so that will bring up Kota Takano to the plate. First pitch on the way, swinging a line drive, base hit up the middle, just past a diving Komasaka at second. So that will bring up the shortstop Reihiri Hirosaki. If results hold right here, Ben Zen will get the bye to the second round and would need to win just 1 game to advance to the super round. That would mean John's Copyright would finish second as there's a line drive into center field for a base hit. MSQA now has 2 on with 2 out. For Tamio Ome, John's Copyright would finish in second and would face off with Compass in the first round. MSQA would finish in third and would have to face YG in the first round. If results hold as they are right now. Count is 3-0 on Tamio Ome. The pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. The 3-1, in there for strike 2 on that lower edge. The full count pitch, runners go, ground ball. Oh, Kawahoshi with the dive, and the throw. It's in time to retire the side. Oh, what a great defensive play by Homura Kawahoshi. And that will retire the side and keep MSQA off the board. We go bottom 4, 6-2 the score. Yutaro Hino will lead things off for Ben Zen. here in the bottom of the 4th. This is his last chance to score. If he scores 3 runs in this inning, the game is over as he swings and misses at the first pitch. The 0-1 popped up. Data will take over and make the grab, 1 gone. That'll bring up Shun Komasaka, the second baseman. So far in the game, Benzen's second baseman is 2 for 2. Triple and a single, and there's a line drive to second. Saburi is there, 2 gone. So that will bring up Hoshimitsu Hoshizora. 1 for 2 on the day. Swinging a line drive. Foul down the first base line. Oh, that was close. 0-1 popped up. Ishida there makes the grab, and that will retire the side. And one last chance for MSQA. Otsuhide Saburi will lead things off for MSQA. Benzen is going to request a timeout here to potentially do some defensive substitutions. No, a pitcher substitution. He's bringing in Mileman. So MSQA banning Benzen's first baseman, bringing in, leaving Mileman on the roster. Let's see if he can catch up to Mileman here and get some runs on the board. First pitch to Saburi, line drive into center field, and that's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for MSQA. We'll see if he can keep this up. That will bring up Iwayo Saga. Saburi on first, nobody out. First pitch, low for ball 1. The 1-0, swing a line drive up the middle, and through for a base hit. Komasaka couldn't make the dive, and it's 2 on, nobody out for Taku Keishida. Things getting a little bit interesting, perhaps, here in the top of the 5th. The first pitch, high for ball 1. Keishida swings and misses at that fastball low. 1-1. Goes with the splitter, low and in, 2-1. 2-1, high fastball popped up. Rokudo will have a play on it, and she'll make the play. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. Last chance for MSQA. 1 out, runners on first and second. Daisuke Data looks at the splitter low. Saga on first, Saburi on second. He pops this one up foul. 1-1 the count. The pitch, high for ball 2. 2-1, low but in the zone. 2-2, the count evens. The pitch, ground ball, back to Mileman, to short for 1. The relay in time! And Benzen goes undefeated in Group A2 and will get the first round bye. 6-2, the final score to round out pool play and group play here in Group A. Benzen goes to 2-0 with a +6 run differential. MSQA goes to a -8 run differential and an 0-2 record. John's Copyright will finish 1-1 with a +2 run differential. What a win for Benzen, going undefeated in the pool. Let's go ahead and bring him in for an interview. Ben, welcome in. Welcome
Hello
back
again,
to the
Dish.
winner's circle. This is the second time you are the only player today to go undefeated.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I mean, it's incredible to get the bye. It's honestly the best scenario possible, so I'm really excited for tomorrow.
So you have to win just 1 game to make it to Tokyo. How does that feel to have that 1 shot to play either Compass or John's, well, actually no, MSQA or YG to make it to Tokyo?
I mean, a Tokyo trip will be like a dream come true, so I'm kind of nervous, but also really excited for that game, and also really grateful to get the bye and get a little bit more of an story of my rival, you know, like having the extra the chance to have an extra game to see a game of my rival. I think it will help me out a lot.
All right, so you got off to a really quick start, scoring those 3 runs before there was even an out in the game. Then you kind of cooled off a little bit, and then you kind of roared back with those 3 runs late in the game. What happened in the interim there that kind of cooled you off a little bit?
Yeah, so MSQA was at the beginning, I think, really aggressive in the zone. So I had the opportunity to get a lot of hits, and then he started mixing up a lot more balls. So that shook me off a little bit, you know, like I started hitting like weak contact, and then at the end I managed to get 3 more runs. So yeah.
Yeah, I see your competitor from the Mexico finals is in the chat here today. Good old El Snake. How proud would you think he is of his fellow countrymen of your victory?
I mean, it's an honor to be representing Mexico and to have the support of my countrymen, my fellow countrymen, and the support of other people in Mexico that are seeing the games. I mean, it's just incredible to have this opportunity to represent my country.
All right. Well, we will see you tomorrow. You'll be facing either MSQA or YG with the chance to go to the Super Round in Tokyo. Congratulations, Ben, on a well-done game. All right, folks. Well, that sets ourselves up for what is sure to be an exciting afternoon of bracket play here on Sunday. As a reminder, the first place players in both groups will move on with a first round bye. So Dashu will be playing the winner of John's Copyright and Compass for a chance to go to the Super Round in Tokyo. Meanwhile, Ben Zen will move on to the final round and he will face off against either YG or MSQA. Both Dashu and Ben Zen have to win 1 game. John's Copyright, Compass, YG, and MSQA, they will have to win 2 to move on to the Super Round. It is going to be an exciting day of baseball tomorrow, Sunday, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Be here tomorrow for the finale of Group A play in Group A of the ePremier12. For everybody here at North Carolina State University's Gaming and Esports Lab producing today's broadcast, I've been Robert Tomlinson signing out. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody.